Chooms.
Choom. The
Okay,
amount of
Chooms.
like lingo that like washed over me like water in a brook is just like water over stones.
I think we're live.
A lot of
Ooh.
the cyberpunk lingo, I think, is supposed to be like nods to the game. Like,
Oh no,
I
no,
think
no.
there's so much.
Okay, so Cyberpunk lingo is from the original tabletop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Cyberpunk 2077 is based on a tabletop from like I think the 1980s or
Yep.
19. Yeah.
Oh, the
and
80s.
so
Yeah, Red
all the
came
lingo-
out in...
I didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah, no. The reason why the genre is called Cyberpunk is because Cyberpunk Red, or
No,
is
Red
Blood
was the
even Cyberpunk?
remake. Hang on.
Remake. Okay, yeah. Like the original Cyberpunk, the original
Game
Cyberpunk
was called Cyberpunk.
like tabletop game was called Cyberpunk, and it defined the genre. So
That's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
was
all the-
familiar
all
with
the
Cyberpunk
lingo-
2020.
Cyberpunk 2020, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The original was just Cyberpunk.
Okay, got it.
So we got Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk Red, Cyberpunk 2020, Cyberpunk 2077, and then Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
That's right.
Is
They
this all supposed
ran
to
out of
take
numbers.
place in the same universe?
They take
or-
place in the same damn city.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of it's
Oh.
in the same city. It's like not all of them are the same continuity because one of them's multiple of them are tabletop games or video games, but you know.
I know literally nothing about this series besides Edgerunners. I have no experience
Oh,
with the game
understandable.
or anything.
I've never
suppose I'm
played
looking at it sort of like-
2077. I've never done any of the tabletop games.
2077 is a pretty good open world game with cyberpunk trappings. It's not a particularly good cyberpunk game though.
Well, I mean, it's a
I
good game
see.
now, right? That game was like critically and commercially lambasted when it came out.
Mm.
Yeah, well, so like it's I suppose like the big thing is like 2077 isn't particularly radical, and like for instance like the like police are kind of portrayed a little bit too positively.
Mm.
In a Cyberpunk game?
I just
That's
remember everybody
crazy.
being like, "Wow, the bugs in this game
Yeah.
literally ruined the experience. It's pretty shit." And
Yeah,
everybody who played it was like, "Yeah, exactly."
So,
Did we
so,
forget
I
to
can't
introduce
think of
the
anything
stream?
more Cyberpunk.
so 2077 like the police are portrayed pretty neutrally, which is not what they should be portrayed as, and there's like you never go against the police in 2077, which is in my
Wait, what?
opinion yeah
That
You never
real?
fight the police in Cyberpunk 2077?
yeah the only time you even like anything happens with the police is if you kill someone.
I mean, they never
then
fight
you-
the police in Edgerunners either.
No, they fight the
Yes-
police.
yes, they do.
Yeah, no,
I
they
don't
do.
remember that. I remember
No,
the threat that the police were coming. I don't remember the police showing up.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, so
they fight Max Tack, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so hold on. Okay, so there's like different layers to things. So there's trauma team, which is
Yes.
like people who like take people for medical stuff. There's Max Tack who handle cyber psycho incidents,
Mhm.
and then there is the police
Right.
who like they appear in the first episode. A bunch of them just get shot and killed by the guy with the first the first guy with the Sandevistan, because there's only one Sandevistan. But and then after that, when oh no, I've forgotten his name. The big
David?
guy, mentor guy,
Maine.
not David. Maine, that's it.
Main.
When Maine, dies, that episode,
Spoilers.
he, in that oh my gosh, in that episode, specifically, it's like trauma team and the police are going in, and then, when the Tanaka guy is confirmed dead, trauma team leaves immediately and kind of just like, leaves the police to get, meat grindered into, bloody mist.
Yeah.
Then I guess that's probably why I don't remember a fight with the police.
Yeah.
Anyway, hello
Yeah.
everybody. To our 12
I think-
concurrent viewers, welcome to the month. 14 concurrent
Wow.
viewers, welcome to the monthly Explanation Point Anime Club. I am Explanation Point, and these are my patrons. We've got Curie over here on the left. We've got Jams
Hello.
over here on the right. We've got Tenek down here on the left, and Tom down here on the right. I say that like you can see me. So today, like I mentioned, we're going to be talking about the incredibly popular Netflix anime Cyberpunk 2077, which released in a year.
I don't
Cyberpunk
actually remember the
2077 is not what we're talking about. We're going to be talking about the incredibly popular video game Cyberpunk Edgerunners, which released in 2022.
Oh, right.
2022.
Wait, hold on.
I feel
Wasn't
like this is
Cyberpunk
like way long ago.
I thought Cyberpunk 2022 was the tabletop. Hold on.
No, that's 2020.
No, you're
right.
you're thinking of Android Netrunner.
Oh, Android Netrunner. That's it. That's what I'm thinking of.
Which was a tabletop role-playing game, not to be confused with Cyberpunk Red, the trading card game made by Richard Garfield. Anyway,
So
what's
one
up?
has the-
What's up, everybody?
The pink hair anime boob in it.
The
Which one has
pink-haired
that?
boob.
Oh yeah, that one.
Hair anime boob.
My favorite detail in Edgerunners that doesn't matter at all is the Total Recall lady who has 3 boobs, but there's just a boob window in her outfit. That's fucking.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
That's really funny.
Yeah, lots
Delightful.
of very weird, out there, creative background character designs.
Mm-hmm.
Every character, well, not every character, but most of the background characters look distinct. Even if they are just like, they show up and then get their heads blown off, like just clean, like half of their body gets just eviscerated into like pulp. You're still like, oh, well, that guy looked cool, at least for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's a shame they're getting blood all over that very distinct outfit.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy to me that like Becca's definitely my favorite design. I love Rebecca so much. She's great.
Everyone loves Rebecca.
They put all of
She's
the
a great
design
character and
chops
a
into
great
Rebecca.
design. They did.
Curie, you'd probably know better than I would, because I've only heard this secondhand, but please tell me the thing about Studio Trigger being like, we need the lolly in the show is real.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh, go on.
so the producers, I think CD Projekt Red, basically told, like, they handed Trigger like an outline, and then Trigger added Rebecca in, and without their consent, and then CD Projekt Red was like, take her out. She wasn't in the original script. And then like Trigger like kind of like stomped their foot down and said like, no, we're keeping Rebecca in, and then that was the best decision they ever made, because she's
like the meme joke is like, CG Projekt Red like gets the script back and they're like, who's this like weirdo lolly girl, like we didn't put her in, can we, like, why is she here, we don't want her here. And Trigger looked at them dead in the face and said, if we don't have the lolly, we're not doing the show.
Yeah. I think it was specifically Hiroki Imaishi who actually like advocated for Rebecca.
So they just got the script and they were like, wait, you forgot something. Hold on, we'll fix it.
Hold on, we'll fix it.
Yeah.
And you know what? They did a good job, actually. I love Rebecca.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, you can kind of tell, like, in the structure that Rebecca isn't really important to the plot, because, like, for instance, in episode 6, Rebecca doesn't show up at all, and that's, like, the pivotal episode where things, like, turn, you know? So,
Yeah.
It is the most of the episodes.
But
most episode.
Does that mean that Pilar also wasn't in the original script?
No,
Her older
Pilar. So he was just a guy in the script who was like a part of the group, because like his role was to get shot, but like he didn't have any relation to anyone. He was just one of the people in the group.
Well, he still doesn't have any relation to anyone, right?
No, he's Rebecca's brother.
He's a sister. Brother. Yeah.
Are they not? I thought they were not literal brothers.
Well, regardless.
Siblings.
Or I thought they were just like really close, because the
she
pronouns
refers
used
to
in
him-
Japanese are not immediate.
Interesting. Oh, I guess. I never thought. I don't know. I just assumed that they were like actual. They were like definitive siblings in some way, because
I
like
only
I feel
watched
like no. I feel like there is only I feel it's more interesting if they're siblings, especially with Rebecca ranting about how like I was supposed to be the one to murder my brother.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think that doesn't mean that they're not close like siblings. I think it means like it's how another Imaishi show. It's how Simone refers to Kamina in Gurren Lagann. He calls him Aniki, which is the same. It's the same verbiage used that Rebecca uses.
Okay, that's so Aniki is like you can use that like in like basically that's like kind of a Yakuza thing.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that makes sense why she would use that.
Yeah.
Well, but she doesn't use that for anybody else.
Yes.
I feel like when somebody calls someone else Aniki in that kind of dynamic, there's usually some amount of reverence there, like a mentor-mentee relationship, like Kamina and Simone.
Yeah.
Whereas that is absolutely not what's going on here.
No.
Rebecca can learn nothing from Pilar. He will only make her worse.
He will only make her worse.
I think in a lot of cases, it is somebody who is younger than the other person who is not necessarily taken care of by them, but like brought into their circle because of them. And so they owe them that respect. So they refer to them as Aniki, even if it's like not necessarily. And there's probably a lot of, there's probably a lot more nuance to it than we realize, but like in terms of Rebecca and what is his name? I literally don't remember.
Pilar. Yeah.
Pilar. I always got the impression that it was like he was the one who was like calling the shots in their relationship, but it wasn't like she necessarily respected him, just that he was taking care of her and she still wanted to be around him.
At least to some degree.
Wait, let me see. I'm just gonna look it up. No, they're biological.
That's what I was
biological.
saying.
Okay. Hey,
Hail Mike Pondsmith. Who's Mike Pondsmith? Am I missing something?
Mike Pondsmith is I think he's the original creator of Cyberpunk.
American board game designer Mike Pondsmith.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He founded
We're
the
learning
publisher
so many things today.
R. Talsorian Games in 1982. The developer of Mechton, Cyberpunk, and Castle Falkenstein.
Fancy.
I've never heard of any of those.
Yeah.
You've heard of Cyberpunk. You heard of it at the top of the
Machton,
street.
Castle Funkin, and Cyberprank?
Cyberprank?
Cyberprank? Something like that?
Okay.
That one sounds like a lovely little jaunt.
Cyberprank.
Just a bunch of happy people pulling technological pranks on each other. Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day. Oh, if only that is what was the plot of this anime.
What gets me...
The characters would be so much better off.
is that in the penultimate episode, I watched through the OP, and at the very end of the OP, David gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
Wait,
by
you
Atom
never watched
Smasher,
the
I
OP
think.
Before that?
I mean, I did, but I watched it in the way you watch an OP. Like, yeah, this is pretty colors and lights. I didn't personally care for the show very much.
I'm always paying attention. I am always paying the fuck attention.
You did not care for Cyberpunk. Is that what you just said?
I didn't personally care for it much. I think this might be the best show that I don't like. Yeah, no, this just absolutely does not play to my taste at all. I don't like the setting, I don't like the setup, and I don't like the way it tells its story. But that's just my taste. I think that it's incredibly well done. Very, very good show. And for people who like it, I'm very happy for them. I give it like an 8 out of 10 to spoil that.
It's like candy isn't the right word. It is like the whole buffet for some people. I am not some people. We know this.
I personally love Cyberpunk a lot.
I can see why.
It's like also just the kind of metatextual element of like this is the kind of show that Hiroki Imaishi like always makes, like where what's all the bravado, except in this time, instead of like having that bravado like result in like changing the world for the better, like it just fails. Like that just makes it like that much more devastating, because like there's all these setups where like normally in an Imaishi show like they would succeed, but it's just it's all like leading to like, no, there's no way for them to like actually like,
I mean, they aren't
beat
really
Adam's
trying
back
to
or
change the world for the better. They're just
Yeah.
trying to survive, so that hopefully they might be able to achieve their ultimate ambition of seeing firsthand the commodification of the moon.
I think when we're talking about other Imaishi shows, this one specifically is so much more like Kill la Kill than I think anything else.
Yeah.
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 And I say that in the sense that like it's kind of taking the story of Satsuki from Kill la Kill and like expanding it to like the entire setting. Like her whole thing was that she was trying to work in a system and change it from the inside, and ultimately fails because the whole story of that, or rather the whole story of her arc, is supposed to be like you're not able to do that in such a corrupt system. In a system that doesn't work, changing it from the inside will never work, essentially. And with Cyberpunk, at least to me, the whole thing was about chasing dreams in a broken system is never going to be a good idea. You're always going to get stepped on. You're always going to get pushed down. Either you're going to have to harm others to climb up to get to that dream, therefore killing their dreams, or you at the end of your dream, there's nothing but blood and death and suffering.
And billboards
right?
on the
inside
moon.
of this. Yeah, inside of this broken system. And even saying that, like, Lucy's whole dream of, like, going to the moon, like, that's her physical dream, but that was only represented in escaping the system. Like,
Yeah.
she was trying to get out of the system. That was her dream, and that's why ultimately she is the most rewarded by the end.
For some definition of rewarded, because she
yeah,
lost.
exactly.
I would
Some
argue that
definition.
Getaway Driver guy is technically the most rewarded, in the sense that, like, he escaped with his life and more money than he was originally entitled to.
Good for
Yeah,
him.
like,
Good for him. I was so worried that he was gonna die. I was so worried. I was so happy that he didn't die. I love his energy.
Mm-hmm.
He's
See,
just
with
like,
him, I
"Hi."
always, like, by the end, I was like, okay, he is clearly a character who, one, is not focused on that much, so we don't really get a dream of him, but it seems like he was content in playing his role and not trying to climb up and not chasing after anything. He was just trying to survive, and so that's why he gets away.
Well, like, so, like, one of the things with Lucy is that, like, ultimately, like, she discards, like, the moon dream, like, basically, like, when she, like, hooks up with David, and, she only really wants him and for him to be safe, and she loses that in favor of a dream that she never wanted.
Yeah.
Because, like, it was more like the symbol of it, you know?
I'm still kind of fucked up about Lucy's fucking backstory. Like, I don't know how to organize my thoughts on this show in a coherent manner in general, because just like, oh my god, the show really blows by you. Not in a like you can't grab onto anything way, but in a it's like sand blasting your face during a sandstorm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It moves so fast. Like, I think that's intentional. Like, just because like there's a lot to keep up with in like the world of Cyberpunk, and so I think that fits it. But that might just be my familiarity with the setting. Because I've been playing the tabletop well before I played or watched Cyberpunk Edgerunners, so like there are a lot of moving parts in the world. So yeah.
Ooh. it must be really fun to just sort of recognize bits and pieces, because like I was like I was it was sort of like a slowly dawning thing on me how much control the like not necessarily how much control the corporations have, but more like the nature and the shape of like the societal conflicts and how far removed our main characters were from that. They're so on the ground. They're so tunnel visioned in on I just need to get to next week. I just need to survive this week. I just need to survive this week. And it keeps happening where like they just keep going. I just need to survive this week, and it's so interesting in a way that makes me angry, which like I it makes me angry like for the like I've never been mad at a show. I've never been so incandescently mad at a show for the exact reasons that like it's making me mad deliberately, and not in a I'm mad at the writer for like playing with my emotions just to fuck with me, but like in a like I am sincerely diegetically invested in this show and it is making me incandescently angry. And oh my gosh, I hated it.
The system in that is in place in Cyberpunk is hell, to put it lightly.
You don't say.
Is there a government?
No.
There are multiple corporations that run everything.
Okay, so there is no centralized government.
I was
Not
getting
really.
the impression, because I don't know anything about the setting, but oh, go ahead, Tenek.
I mean, my impression was that there is, but they're just like puppets of the biggest corporations. So I mean, like the police still isn't under any specific megacorp. Like same for Mextech, I think.
So Max, it's kind of a governmental body, but it's like they aren't a major player. Like Arasaka, Militech, all of them, Inyose, all that. Like there's more to it. Like, but it's mostly just the corporations. Like if you want anything, you go to a corporation rather than like the Max. Like I don't.
The government is vestigial.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, because like Militech is a part of the NUSA, but it's the NUSA is just Militech is the thing.
I very much got like Shinra vibes from Final Fantasy VII, like where it's just like a corporation necessarily like, controlling the entire city basically. But in Final Fantasy VII, it's like just Shinra, like who controls basically all the economy across the planet. And this is like split up into at least a few different corporations.
So
and it's all centralized to this one city.
Night City is just like this. It's basically like it's like New York, kind of. If that makes sense. Like Night City is where like all the like, it's where all the corps go. To like have influence. Yeah. Like, and that's where almost all the like important.
And then Lucy gets lost in the noise, and that's the whole point of her being there. And I'm gonna kill something, like slash pause, but like I'm gonna kill something. I don't know if any of you understood my throwing in of slash pause in there, but that's beside the point.
No, I get it.
Okay, cool. It's like okay, this show was harrowing to the point where like you guys know this, but for the benefit of chat, hold on. You shut up. Sorry, my phone alarm was going off. I watched the first 2 episodes of this show, and I felt like I had just gone through a washing machine, but instead of washing, it incinerates. And it's like, I got so fucking angry that I... Yeah, you know, the incinerator, the thing that they threw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into. What am I trying to say? Okay, what I'm trying to say is that For the benefit of chat, I was like, I think I'm gonna watch Update on Mud because it will make me feel better. It will make me feel better. And then I realized as I was watching Update on Mud, wait a second.
Oh no, it's the same.
It's not the same though. They're so fucking different. They're such different shows, and yet there is just like 2 or 3 very tenuous links between them that is very interesting to me. Like the through line of the moon, for instance, which is not something I expected, but it's just like that's the thing that put Operate on Mind in my mind. Is she pointed at the moon? She was like talking about the moon, and specifically the book To the Moon, like From the Earth to the Moon by Jules Verne, is a very important piece of Operator Anmon, actually. Operator Anmon set in 1890, whenever the fuck, but like in an alternate steampunk history. And it's just like steampunk and cyberpunk. When did the term steampunk originate if cyberpunk comes from the fucking tabletop?
That reminds me, I watched the new Fallout show with my wife recently. And she knows nothing about Fallout, and she was watching this and was like, she said, when does this take place? Like, before the war. When does this take place? Like the 50s? And like, I think it's the 70s. She was like, oh, okay. So is it like an alternate history? And like, I mean, I guess so. What do you mean? Like, well, because the technology's different. Like, oh, no. The 2070s. And then she got real confused. She was like, why do they have all these 60s technology in music? Like, aesthetic.
Aesthetic.
Because it looks cool. Like, why is everyone smoking? Like, aesthetic. Because that's the Fallout aesthetic. It's like, but where did all the modern technology go? Like, aesthetic.
Don't worry about it.
Since we got a little bit of a pause here, I did want to point out, since we're talking so much about Cyberpunk for obvious reasons, and we mentioned the Cyberpunk tabletop games plenty of times, just wanted to give a shout out to one of my favorite YouTubers, Emmy award-winning Seth Skorkowski, who does tons of reviews of different modules and inserts for different tabletop games, stays firmly away from Dungeons & Dragons, does a lot of stuff for Cyberpunk, Traveler, Call of Cthulhu. If you're interested in that, go check him out.
Wowzers.
That's Seth Skorkowski. Don't ask me to spell it off the top of my head.
I promise Google will probably figure it out. We live in a surveillance state like Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Anyway.
Hey, Alexa, make all of the people in this chat subscribe to Seth Skorkowski. All right.
I have the spelling. It's gonna go in Anime Club.
They'll find it.
Okay. I'll find it.
House also, Lyrander says steampunk is not punk unless orphans are starving in factories. No, steampunk is not punk unless there is a starving factory orphan fighting against the steam.
Oh,
that's what makes it punk.
I think that steampunk was I think it started as someone describing it as like cyberpunk, but with like steam. I
legitimately
origin of steampunk.
Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what happened.
The genre originated in the 1980s with the term coined by K.W. Jeter in 1987.
Okay.
For steampunk specifically?
According to Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is pretty reliable for like broad strokes things. They source shit. I believe Wikipedia.
It existed as a kind of sort of the opposite of retrofuturism, I guess. And Antero-retroism.
That's probably
Antero-retrism.
Yeah. I didn't necessarily
No, wait, that's passed
like...
back. What's the opposite of retro?
Retro
no, it's Antero. What's Anteropastism? It's Anteropastism.
Anteropastism.
I hate
like
that.
Retrofuturism. Anteropastism.
Oh, so okay. According to Wikipedia, it was a tongue-in-cheek variant of cyberpunk. So. Yeah.
Oh, I see. They were being ironic about that shit.
Yeah.
And now it's
That's
just part of
amazing.
the game, part
Hey,
of the world.
You know what they say, Jams? Ironic shit posting is still shit posting.
It's still shit posting. It's a guy. Dirk Strider has an entire monologue about this. Anyway, so.
Well, it's shit posting until the huge ocean of shit that we've made dries and becomes a new foundation. That's culture, baby. That's what it's always been.
That's what it's always been.
Praise
Oh my gosh,
Voltaire.
but, like, it's so interesting to me that, like, because, like, okay, so another thing, a thing about Operate Onmon is that, like, there's this big thematic thing going on in there about, like, characters specifically, like, doing whatever the fuck they want regardless of what anyone says about it. You know what I mean?
The punk part.
The punk part, doing whatever the fuck you want forever. And that's so interesting. I kept like watching Operate Onmon episodes back to back with Cyberpunk Edgerunners because I couldn't watch Cyberpunk Edgerunners without chasing it down with an episode of Operate Onmon. It was that, like, it was this very, not only are they tonally very different, but also just like, it's like, you can see, if you look at them close enough, the thematic similarities between them and how the big differences. It's like the fucking thing with Shinji Ikari and Usagi Tsukino again! Shinji Ikari is punished constantly for this character trait that he shares with Usagi, and in that same way, the Cyberpunk Edgerunners universe is set up to punish the characters for things which the characters are rewarded for in Operate Onmon! It's crazy! Anyway.
Wait, is Usagi the main character of Operate Ranman?
No, what, huh?
No, she's the main
Who's
character of
Usagi?
Sailor Moon.
Oh.
Oh yeah, sorry. I
I've
was
never
making
seen
a
Sailor
connection. That's fair. I was making the connection between, like, back when we talked about Evangelion, I said, like, I was like, have you considered Sailor Moon and Shinji Ikari are actually very similar characters? And then I was like making that connection between the two things. Anyway. Parallel connections, that's what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Steampunk has never been super punk. It can be punk, but it's not in the DNA in the same way as cyberpunk. That's very interesting.
I mean,
'Cause
I'm
it
not
seems
familiar
like-
with too much steampunk material. I did the Golden Compass.
Oh, the Golden Compass.
Yeah. What else is super steampunk that's popular? City of Ember?
Yeah. Neither of those ever interested me.
Popular steampunk. Enter.
Oh, what about Steam-Powered Giraffe? Steam-Powered Giraffe is great.
We're on
I
such
don't know if a
tangent.
band can be steampunk.
No, they're steampunk. What do you mean?
I think the biggest as like steampunk thing is like probably like SteamWorld Heist or SteamWorld Dig or something.
And I've never heard of them.
Video games, but
Arcane.
Arcane
I
is
I guess that's
right.
kind of steampunk.
I haven't
I'd
seen
like
it, but just looking at it, I could see it. Somebody
It's
who's
like-
seen
I
Arcane.
can see
it.
it.
I'm not sure if I'd agree, but I can see it at least.
Like, there's an argument happening in the chat here about whether or not something has to be punk to be steampunk, and that's just the evolution of language, baby.
That's
Like,
the evolution of language.
Originally, cyberpunk was just a brand name, and then it evolved
Yeah.
to be punks in what we would call a cyberpunk society. You have to be punk to be cyberpunk, and then it just started describing any corporate dystopia, whether or not there are
mean,
punks
yeah.
involved.
Is that necessarily true? Because isn't the
not-
whole idea of cyberpunk still rising up against a corporation, or am I?
That's what it was originally
base.
meant to be, and that's how stories
Yeah,
tend to
but-
play out, just because that's how satisfying stories are told usually.
But that's just
Well,
the concept of.
But you
punk.
can describe a setting as cyberpunk, even without the inherent like anti-establishment overtones that come with the punk suffix.
Yeah.
I
sure.
do think the punk suffix was intentional though. I'm pretty sure like that was like at least.
Well,
when they were
because
Cyberpunk.
it was a tabletop game. What are
You say
what are the
punk
player
suffix.
characters doing if not rebelling against the inherently oppressive system?
You say punk suffix. I think it's more like cyber was a prefix.
Yeah.
At the time, sure, but now that is absolutely not
yeah,
true.
I'm just talking about the original.
Yeah, that's true. Punk has now become a suffix, which is a little that's the phrase I'm looking for. It feels like a thing that should not have happened, like the evolution of the platypus. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's one of those things that has happened that you look back on and you're like, oh, we shouldn't have done that. We shouldn't have done that the way we did that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Language
know.
has gone too far.
And now it's just a suffix that means an aesthetic. Like core.
I mean, I guess I can't. Maybe it's just me, but I can't think of too many cyberpunk like things, or like even just using aesthetic trappings that aren't still about some type of oppression being fought against.
Well, that's
Maybe
because
that's just me, though.
Like, I'm not saying you're wrong because you're not, but that's because that's mostly how stories are told. Like, they involve conflict, and the conflict is going to be against the main conflict of the setting, which is inherently, like, corporate oppression.
Yeah, but my point is more of, like, I don't think, or, like, I can't name a story or a setting where you would call it cyberpunk and use the cyberpunk trappings and aesthetic without the punk part.
Has anyone seen Technolize?
Yeah.
Because I haven't.
Not yet.
I would not consider Technolize a cyberpunk setting, though.
Okay, that was the first thing that came to mind, but I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to push it.
What about Blade Runner?
That
Because
also
Blade
came
Runner's
to mind
I mean,
for
Blade
me.
Runner, just the first movie.
Blade Runner
would
is
you
like
count,
kind
like
of
the replicants in that movie as punk?
I have never seen Blade Runner, so I can't make an opinion.
Like,
Blade
Okay, but
Runner
Curry,
is
you
typically
have,
like
right? You
one
have
of
an
the
opinion on
forebearers.
this.
of cyberpunk genre.
I just, in order to help with this discussion, I tried to
Right,
find a
and-
list of anime that are cyberpunk, so I typed cyberpunk anime into Google, and you'll never guess what I've got.
Uh-huh. Wow, what have you got?
You'll never guess how many anime are showing up in this list.
Evangelion.
No, there's only one,
Cy-
Tenek. It's the cyberpunk
Oh,
anime.
It's also because cyberpunk is kind of a very American based thing. Like
Genre?
Yes and no.
Design philosophy, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
I
mean, like-
wouldn't necessarily say that.
Like, I have never been to Seoul, but from everything I have heard from people who have been to Seoul, it's Night City.
Damn.
Like the main city of
South
Oh,
Korea.
Jesus.
the capital of South Korea, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When I said like it's like a very American thing, I just mean like it's popular in America. I just
Sure,
phrase
like,
that poorly.
the genre of
Yeah.
cyberpunk is popular in America, sure.
You know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
genre
yeah,
is
yeah.
inherently very American? Westerns. And you know what's very prevalent and operated on mod is what's anyway. There's cowboys. It's
One
a
of these
We
days,
can always
Jams.
cycle back.
One
We
of
can
these
always
days,
get
Apare
back.
Ranman might win a poll. And then we can talk about Apare
Might-
Ranman all you
It
like.
might win.
For 3 whole hours.
I know. I just. I raised the
Cyberpunk
connection
anime
again.
minus Edgerunners.
Wait a minute.
Edgerunners.
That works.
I don't think I've ever seen a cyberpunk anime that is not cyberpunk Edgerunners.
That's crazy.
Psychopass?
Oh shit!
Psychopath.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. But Psychopass is also about rebelling against.
Yeah, no, I was only responding to Curie there. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, I guess it's-
you've never
I
seen
agree
a
with that, yeah.
cyberpunk anime that isn't Edgerunners?
I stand corrected. I just forgot. I forgot Psychopass existed.
There's
because, like, it's
Akira,
like,
that's
name
a
woman.
movie.
Name a woman thing.
Name a woman. Name any woman.
Ghost in the Shell?
Ghost in the Shell.
Shell.
So
I haven't seen it.
Shit. I mean, it depends on which version of Ghost in the Shell you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's
They're, like-
interesting because this also puts Serial Experiments Lane on this list.
I wouldn't call.
I don't think I would call
wouldn't
Lane
call-
cyberpunk.
I wouldn't call Lane cyberpunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would call it techno gore.
But you know what? I think the
Techno-
reason I wouldn't call Lane cyberpunk is because it doesn't have the element of fighting against corporate technocracy.
Yeah.
It has a
That's
lot
what
of
I'm
the same
saying.
mood as Cyberpunk. Like a
Like,
lot of the
it's-
same
I think-
aesthetics and the same morals.
I think
It's
whoever said
cyber,
techno
but it's
gore.
not.
It's
That
cyber.
was
like, I
me.
think I think the label of techno and cyber are so like intertwined that you in your mind are like, okay, yeah, this is like a cyberpunk anime or this is like a cyberpunk story, but without any of the trappings of a cyberpunk, what do you call that?
Yeah. Techno thriller?
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
I like that word.
Character study.
I mean, if you want to go really broad with it, yeah. Genre conventions be damned. Just say what it is.
Techno whimsy is a very funny little phrase that I just
No whimsy.
Any anime
Not-
set in
no,
the future that is inspired by Streets of Fire is cyberpunk. But it doesn't have to be set in the future. Hold on, because Cyberpunk 2020 is notably set in the past.
Oh my god!
Well,
Doesn't count.
set in the future, I guess you have to compensate. You'd have to compensate on when it was created.
Yes, but
Because
it's
we don't
funnier
think
if
we don't think we don't think Back to the Future and think, oh yeah, 2015. Not
Back to the Future takes
no,
place in the past.
Back to the Future inherently takes place in the past because we are ahead of it.
Yeah. Back to the Future.
There is no future.
The
in Back
famous
to the
historical
Future. It's all
drama.
made up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Can we say Cyberpunk 2020, because it came out in 1990, takes place, quote unquote, 30 years in the future?
30 years in the future.
Technically,
Well, yeah, 30 years in the future
Technically.
in relation to the release date.
30 years
Yeah.
in the
We
future
just
in
need to
relation
make
to now.
The relation explicit.
Like,
In
I guess
relation
you'd
to
have to
now.
I guess you'd
No,
have to
not
put
in
the
relation to now.
asterisks.
Mhm.
You'd have to put the asterisks. In relation to when it came out, it was 30 years in the future.
so you can't just erase all mentions of 2020 and call the name Cyberpunk 30 years in the future.
No. No, I mean, you could. Theoretically, you could.
30 years
but then
in the
you're
future
just...
in relation to
The year
1990.
changes
like in that-
every time.
In that Mega Man anime where they always opened every episode by saying, in the year 2000X.
Dude, do not get
Oh,
me
yeah.
started on the Mega Man timeline. I will go off for multiple hours.
Maybe we should get back to Edgerunners.
It's like, okay, we need to organize this somehow.
Nah. So one of my favorite things about the show, and we mentioned this briefly, is how they just threw out a bunch of lingo and didn't explain it even a little bit. They never
explained it
even
one
tell you what an
time.
edge runner is.
Not once.
Wow.
Even though they
Well,
have the
I
coolest
think that-
fucking logo I have ever seen.
Emergency room,
So wait, is
let's
this
fucking
supposed to be a
go.
problem?
Say again, Tenet?
It's not a problem, it's
Is this
just
supposed to be a? I'm asking, Brand, do you think this is a problem, like a flaw of the show, that it doesn't explain it?
No, I said
explicitly?
that was one of my favorite things it did. Because everything
okay.
that matters, it gives you a
Yeah, I
sense of
agree.
what it means. You don't have to have a definition. And everything that doesn't matter doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like, I could not give you a point-by-point definition of what makes an edge runner different from a criminal. And I could not tell you, like, what makes a net runner different from a regular hacker. But I have an idea. Like, I've got a guess.
Yeah.
And that's all I need.
Yeah, well,
I know what a choom
if I
is. I
understood
know
it
what a
right-
cyberpsycho is. I know what noganic means.
I know gonk is essentially equivalent to calling someone a bitch.
Sure.
It's closer to idiot.
no, but isn't a gong specifically like a chromed up bitch?
No.
Or
No,
jerk?
a
Yeah,
gonk is
chromed up bitch.
a gonk is someone who is like ludicrously stupid.
Oh, okay.
Dumb as the rocks it's printed on.
Yeah.
Wait, and Shum is just dude. Like, there is nothing
so-
more
Yeah, what's up,
specific to it
bud?
than that.
So Choom is like it's like your friends. So Choom was like
Is
based
like is
on-
that a mispronunciation of chum?
Yeah.
It,
Well, it's a corruption of chum.
so-
It sounds like it.
So Choom
I assume.
is a combination of multiple words for like bro, kind of like he's my bro, you know, like that kind of thing, like aniki, except
Yeah,
like without
yeah,
the yakuza
yeah, so-
connotations. So like Choom is like it's like oomph, kind of.
Oomph.
Oomfies, I get it. Yeah.
yeah.
See,
It's
what
so-
I
that
assume they were
was-
doing
yeah.
is throwing in some kind. They were doing the Firefly thing and throwing in some like East Asian linguistic stuff that gets adopted into modern lingo.
So Choom was actually based, I believe, on a lot of African dialects.
All right, that's interesting
Oh,
world
this
building.
explains it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I say it explains it. What I mean is like not explains it. What I'm trying to say is it connects to. I was like, oh, I've made a connection. Like the guy, the fucking Doc, you know Doc.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is his name not Hacker Doc?
That's a good question. I feel like he only refers to him as Doc.
Yeah, I don't
So I
think.
don't know.
I don't think he is given a proper name.
If
If I'm being so for real,
Ripper Doc.
So for real, Jams, you went, oh, that explains it, and I immediately thought was, I'm so lost right now.
No, I don't
know what's
understand how
going
that
on.
explains it. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jams. I don't think you do either. I think you were just saying shit. I think that thought hit your head in just the right way, and you were like, that sounds like something that would explain it. And you...
Oh, that's awesome.
Listen. You're right, but you don't have to be right.
You don't have to be right all the time, Bryant.
Explain why.
Explain yourself.
Why not? Tell me.
In the court of ideas, I have triumphed over you.
Oh my god. Okay. So I feel like we should maybe talk about David's mom.
Who?
Yeah,
David's mom
Gloria.
dies in the first
Mhm.
episode.
we're gonna talk about Gloria, man.
Gloria
most important
Martinez.
I love her. She's nifty.
My favorite urn.
Listen, there's
Okay,
something
I-
so.
So I have a question for y'all,
Please.
as people who are not versed in Cyberpunk. What do y'all think cyberpsychosis is?
Cyberpsychosis is like normal psychosis, but it's exacerbated by technology fucking with the squishy meat brain of a human, and that's it. Anyone
Well-
can experience psychosis if they don't get enough sleep, and in that same way, if you have enough chrome in your dome, so to speak, then like you're gonna end up more susceptible to like.
That can't be it. That can't be it because immunosuppressants block it.
But only temporarily.
Temporarily, but they do
whole
block
idea.
it. So it's some reaction of the immune system causing you to go nuts. Like, is it your body fighting against all of the chrome, making your nervous system go whack?
So
Like, it's a
thing that
variant
makes
of
you
that,
go
obviously.
crazy,
I mean,
and I think
I
that's all I got.
I mean, I looked it up on the Cyberpunk wiki, and it seemed
Uh,
pretty ambiguous. Like,
that
it doesn't really get more
kind of beats the
specific.
point. I'm curious if like,
It's the purpose.
there is something that cyberpsychosis is.
I mean, I looked it up way before.
It's
the
a
stream,
game
to be
mechanic,
clear.
isn't it?
It's a game mechanic.
Kind of. It is technically a game mechanic, but kind of. Do y'all want me to tell you what it is?
Yes.
I
What
feel-
is it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a hint first. The stat that determines your cyber capacity in the games, like the tabletop games specifically, it's your empathy stat.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Okay. So
No, so I mean, So the idea is, let me try and guess. I mean, is that like the more machine you are, the less you're gonna empathize with people, and the more willing you will be to just like kill people just for fun or for no particular reason.
Well, not for fun, but you. So basically, the idea is that you start to lose yourself and your sense of humanity as you stray further and further away from being a human, and so basically, cyberpsychosis is like once you reach that point, it means you're like basically you're not even you anymore, and you're just acting on like basically what the cyberware is telling you to do, which is like most of the cyberware is kill
weapons,
or damage or something like that, you know. So and also like the less so the more extreme your modifications, so like for instance in the tabletop games there's something called Borgware, which you actually do see it in the show a little bit, but like
Atom bitch.
So you know Faraday and how he has 3 eyes? That's Borgware.
Yeah.
So like when you stop holding the human form, you stop being like that's extreme. That's making you less human and less empathetic and less caring for other people.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that interesting.
Wait, but what do you mean by form?
It's also why Lucy can save David, and does briefly at the end of the show, because like David is not special in the show, but his circumstances are a little bit special because he has a mother who loved him. He has a somewhat functional relationship where they aren't fucking like it's not like a broken
the relationship
marriage.
Is not it's like they mutually are in love with one another and don't have like crazy bullshit going on with one another.
Yeah, so like David isn't special, but his circumstances are a little bit special in Night City, you know? So that gives him a significantly higher capacity for cyberware.
He's special because he's special to other people. He's special because he's special to his mom and his girlfriend.
His mom and his girlfriend that he loses both of. Anyways.
Listen.
This reminds me a little bit of something I was talking with a friend about the other day because she just got done watching Chainsaw Man. One of the best of all time. And Chainsaw Man has this whole setup as well where basic human requirements for happiness are treated as rewards to be won. Whereas we see the same thing set up here in Night City, where these basic human requirements of happiness are so rare that they are treated as something that makes you special. Like they are basically a superpower.
So in the games, one of the ways you can get empathy back despite having cyberware is therapy.
Okay, listen. Discord was not picking up how hard I was laughing there.
Look, I've got a friend who's got some cyberware, and his physical therapy definitely helps him.
Oh my god, you're so right.
No, he just got a knee replacement. And he wants to go psycho all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, but
hurt back, always hurt back.
Yeah, so like empathy and love and kindness is like literally the cure for cyberpsychosis in the cyberpunk setting. So
if we just be niceys to each other, then nothing bad will happen.
So is that
kind of hard to when the entire world is trying to kill you for not making money?
Is that stuff like explained in the show itself? Did I just like miss it? Because I like.
It's not technically explained, but it is heavily implied.
Yeah, it's the same way as all of the terms are not explained, but you can kind of get it.
I mean, I understood like when it's like David and Lucy are like flying through the air in like the last episode, and like it's his face like freaking out, and as she cups it, you know, and then kisses him, and then that's when he comes back. Like,
Like the
I
world comes back
understood
into
that it's like,
focus.
yes,
Ugh.
love is bringing it, but I thought that was more of like metaphor.
Yeah.
God
All right,
damn it!
seems like I'm back. Hello.
Again, which... Hooray!
Hello, welcome
Hello.
back.
All right, anyway, as I just said, when none of you were around, my internet cut out briefly. It's been doing that, so if it happens again, that's why. A good hug will fix that.
A good hug will fix that. I think a hug will fix me.
Wait, did the stream drop out if you lost your internet?
No, the stream's still fine. Seems like.
Okay.
Yep.
Did our
Yeah,
voices drop out?
Briefly, but we're fine.
Key. Hooray! I'm just like, you're talking about the empathy thing, and then it's like, once again, because I was watching Apare Ranman in tandem with this show, I'm bouncing over to the fact that, like, Apare, incredibly fucking autistic, and, like, in that way where, like, he has to ask people questions about, like, why they would do a thing out of a basic sense of empathy, in the sense of, like, someone will, like, say, it's like, oh, we need to do this, and he goes, you don't need to do anything. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, you know, like, he's just like it's like he's very like, I will do whatever I want all of the time. In part because, like, he thinks like, well, other people are gonna take themselves into consideration, then I'm taking myself into consideration, and if we're all taking ourselves into consideration, then, like, conflicts will happen sometimes. Whatever. I'm gonna do whatever I want forever. That's functionally like how he lives his life, in a very like, I'm like in like he like it's like over time he like has to ask people like, why did you do that? You are a very complicated that's a very complicated reason to do that. You're a very complicated person. And it's like, he like, sometimes he will like do a thing and he'll be like, why did I do that? It's like because he's not used to like making decisions in a feelingsy way. He's used to being like, I know what will happen. I know what will get a result that I want. And that's like a fascinating like contrast to the fact that, like, in Cyberpunk Edgerunners, it is so pervasive that the only reason David does anything that he does is because he feels in his little squishy heart and in his tummy that, like, something is that like he desires something to happen. Like, how do I explain? It's like, it's just like, it's all feelings, it's no thoughts. Like, he does not necessarily strategize. His mom, on the other hand, constantly fucking strategizing. Oh my god. She was doing that classic thing where it's like, I need to pay bills based on which ones are how overdue they are. You know what I mean? Like, she was just like strategizing her life and her son's life in this way to keep her son as safe and cloistered away from the evils of the world as possible. And then when she couldn't do that anymore, everything came crashing down around him. And it wasn't her fucking fault.
Look, sometimes you have a structure in your life, and it works for you, and then that structure goes away and you don't realize that it was even there, and your life falls apart.
Real!
That happens to some people.
Real!
That happens to a lot of people, I think.
You're like, what do you mean the laundry doesn't just do itself? Why are all of my clothes dirty?
Side note, the reason Adam Smasher can completely Borg out is because he completely lacks empathy.
Of course.
So like him having cyber literally doesn't affect him.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask, how do they account for like literal psychopaths?
That's a different anime. They give them a pass.
No.
They give him a pass.
They gave him a pass.
Yeah. Yeah. So if
Some kind
so,
of
Adam Smasher
psychopath?
is special /
What are
negative.
we? Some kind of psychopaths? Good job, Tenek. That was a good one.
Thanks.
All right. Sorry, Kiri. Go on.
No. It's just I was just talking about Adam Smasher and like how he's basically just a psychopath that can be controlled.
Well, he's
so they
basically
keep
just a
him around.
robot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, as long as he can like kill people, he's fine. And so.
Got it. If
You
only
mean
I
he would
could
go
be so
cyber
content.
psycho if he wasn't killing people.
Well,
He's
that's
not a cyber psycho because he doesn't have empathy in the first place.
but that's a really
Like,
good
so-
point, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, what if he were
so-
denied
but
the
what are you
opportunity to
saying-
kill people? What would happen?
He just goes to sleep.
Oh,
I don't know if you can deny a guy like that the opportunity to kill people.
You can absolutely dismantle him somehow, theoretically. Just take his limbs away and put him in a corner.
Theoretically.
You can build another giant robot who is bigger and badder than Atom Smasher, and have that robot
also,
take his limbs away.
So okay, something with cyberware is you can plant kill switches in it.
All right.
Well, yeah, I assumed that.
If Atom Smasher went against Arasaka, he would not be around anymore. Is the thing. And he doesn't care because all he wants is to kill people. And
do you this is an off like Edgerunners question. Is Atom Smasher like a constant throughout like the franchise of Cyberpunk? Okay.
What?
Because he showed up and I was like, oh, he's just the guy, I guess. Like,
seems like this is supposed to be important.
He's like Strahd in Curse of Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just assumed it was part of the game, and I was like, yeah, I guess you fight him in the game, and maybe you kill him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in 2077, which is like the end of the timeline so far. Yeah. Unless they decide to make another one, which they might. I don't know. But yeah, like Atom Smasher's been around since the beginning, and like Johnny Silverhand is like,
Keanu Reeves.
My favorite legacy character of Cyberpunk is Vanko Bango. This is a joke. It is a player character that Brian David Gilbert played.
Oh, I thought you were pulling like the Star Wars meme of like, my favorite character, Glub Shido. I love that guy.
Yeah, is this like the Mecha Hitler meme in the worm community?
Yeah.
No, but technically the Vanko Bango name specifically came from someone in like someone in Brian David Gilbert's circle at the time trying to find the name of fucking one of the fucking Mandalorian bitches. I've forgotten their names. Oh no. Not like the Mandalorian, but like one of them that has that helmet. You know, whichever the fuck one. There we go.
Boba Fett.
Jango Fett.
Yeah, it's like Jango Fett. So someone was trying to say Jango Fett and ended up with Vanko Bango.
Boba Fett, Jango Fett, and Wappa Fett. Yeah, I know them.
Those are my favorite guys.
But then anyway, Brian David Gilbert made Vanko Bango his player character when he played Cyberpunk, like as the tabletop game with like 2 or 3 other members of Polygon at the time. Before Polygon was like, what if we just self-sabotaged?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Bango is a failed influencer. He's hysterical.
So Edgerunners.
Edgerunners, right? We're talking about Edgerunners. It's really difficult to talk about Edgerunners.
Yeah, there's a detail I
I
noticed that I wanted to bring up, and I think it's especially relevant since we were talking about all this stuff about romance and empathy, and that is that characters never actually, like, obviously they don't have sex on screen, but they don't, like, initiate sex on screen, even though we have explicit porn on screen.
I thought you were going to bring up the fact that nobody ever explicitly says I love
It's digital. Like, it's full dive VR porn on screen.
Mm-hmm.
But we never see two characters actually get physically intimate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a couple of kisses and that's it.
Yep. That is an interesting point.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, it kind of feels like, at least in terms of like societal expectations, like the porn is okay, but like actual like love between people is kind of you're gonna get like flamed for it, for lack of a better term.
It's cringe.
And what does that remind you of?
In terms of like the broader lore, or just like an inference from the fact that we don't see it, or anyone except for like a couple people in the show?
Wait, say again, sorry.
So you're saying like there's this difference, like porn is okay, but real love isn't. Is that like speaking from the lore or from the fact that like we only see a couple of people get intimate in the show?
I'm just talking about like in our current like societal expectations, like porn feels like a little bit more acceptable than like a woman and a man like consensually like knowing.
I guess that depends on who you're talking to, though.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's quite true, at least not yet.
Plus, you also specifically mentioned a woman and a man there, and we all know how much straight people are maligned in today's society. How oppressed they are.
Like the thing is,
okay, so like
I'm thinking about the fact that porn is a product, right?
And just
porn
that's a really good point.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's
also Lucy is pretty in control of her sexuality, and so is Rebecca. So like that's like a no-go. Like you can't portray that, you know?
What do you mean?
Oh, I see what you mean. Like
so there is a lot of like I don't know how to explain this properly, but it's oftentimes in like mass-produced things a woman is not allowed to have control of her sexuality.
Sure.
So like they kind of cut around that kind of stuff, you know? Like
there was like a genuine fear in my heart for a hot second, for like multiple episodes there, that like the reason that Lucy was so against like the whole deep diving into like doing a deep dive into Tanaka's mind or whatever, or like other people, like the reason that like we never really see Lucy doing deep dives the way that Kiwi does, I was genuinely afraid for a second that it was like a sexual thing for a second, and that she had like sexual trauma around that. I was afraid that that was the reason, and I was like, oh no, I don't want that to be true.
But wait, now that you mentioned
and
that,
it wasn't. It was childhood exploitation.
What is the reason, like the actual reason she's concerned about doing deep dives?
Because the deep dive killed her friends.
The deep dive killed like all of her friends.
The deep dive nearly killed her.
Like she was like trained to do nothing but deep dive. Like I want you to imagine for a second that you've been trained your entire life for one thing and promised what like this carrot on a stick, like for all of the pain that you've gone through to get good. Carrot on a stick, to be good at this one thing. If you are good enough at this one thing, then you will escape the torment that you are going through currently. Haha, just kidding. And like as a child, and you go, haha, just kidding. Actually, we are going to now trap you in a prison.
We're gonna make you jump headfirst into Tumblr.
We're gonna make you jump.
Do y'all know what the deep net is and what happened to it?
I assume it's the internet.
The deep net is just like our current internet, so like the old internet.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
So basically what happened is that like AIs took over the old net.
Oh no.
In
Cyberpunk 2020?
Yeah, so it's AIs in the old net are like low-key Eldritch gods.
Oh my god.
That like can fuck with you maximally because if you encounter them while you're digitized, like they can destroy your brain. Like straight up. So like what she's going through is that they're basically training child soldiers to fight Eldritch gods for information that they don't understand and will never benefit from.
They're sending the children into hell.
But what are they trying to get from the old internet? Cheeseburger memes?
They're trying to
why?
They're trying to get like old information that has been. They're trying to get. You know how like information loss and like archiving is like really important. Like that's why like people are like it's like yeah, don't worry about archiving it. It's on the internet. Oh no, it seems that.
It is gone.
That better. It's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. That's what happened when the internet collapsed because of the Eldritch AI gods. And so they're sending the children in to get the information that was lost. The most haunting image from this show to me is the fucking rusting windmill farm.
Yeah.
I connected those two things, but I'm not sure how.
That's
anyway.
totally all right.
Where's the rusting windmill farm?
There's just a cutaway shot of a bunch of windmills.
It's not a cutaway shot. They're fighting in the windmill farm when, like, he gets the fucking skeleton.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I remember that. I just remember the one cutaway shot of all the windmills being rusted.
Sorry, gets what skeleton?
The cyber skeleton.
Cyber skeleton.
Like the tank at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the final big mod that he puts into
okay.
his body, and like that gives him like hours to live now.
The tank called the cyber skeleton. You know the one.
Yeah.
The old net
like
was destroyed by a virus made by Racha Bartmoss. Okay. Yeah, Lucy did explain that in the show. You're right.
Yeah. But it's like knowledge that you're like you just kind of have to like sit there and be like, okay, like what does it mean for the current story? It informs Lucy's past, but it doesn't do anything else really. Like it doesn't tell us anything about the modern net.
It really increases the sense of isolation of this show.
Because this isn't a show about Netrunners.
Well, yeah.
It's a show about Edgerunners.
Yeah.
So the modern net is basically like small networks of LAN, like LAN servers, essentially.
Gotcha.
So it's not even like the real internet.
No,
it's the intranet, which is different from internet.
Multiple intranets.
Yeah.
Intrasnet.
That honestly, that's a tad bit difficult for me to suspend disbelief on when you mention it because.
Fascinating.
I mean, it's been like 50 years in universe since like this happened, right?
And have you seen how wasteland the regular world is?
Well,
but like they can also like build these big cities.
I'm not at all concerned with whether or not they could set up another internet. I don't think they want to.
Yeah, no, the corporations don't want to because that means people are more connected, which means that they're more likely to rise up against the corporations.
Which I don't believe anymore because look at what we goddamn have now.
Well, I mean, this was the 80s.
Yeah, no, I totally believe that they would think that in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you really think about it, I think suspending your disbelief over like the washing machine thing, being like, oh, you ran out of money, therefore your clothes are still like abhorrently soaked through. You're like, okay, well, that can't be that far off from where we are. It's like, well, no. We're like almost there.
Please drink verification can.
Please drink verification.
It's honestly what makes the first episode so sad to watch.
Yep, I did not have a good time with this one.
This is America. It's so interesting. It is so interesting to me how like my primary emotional reaction was anger. And, like, I still don't feel sad about the episode. I do still feel angry. And, like, Tenik, you said to me, don't worry, after episode 3 it gets less depressing. And I'm like, but the thing about it is that it makes me angry. And that's the thing that makes me go, like, this world makes me incandescently angry in a way where I'm like, yes, David, I do understand why you would get so mad that you would kill yourself about it functionally. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
also
he's being given
that
signals
after
constantly that, like,
episode
this is a death sentence.
After saying, like, after episode 3, everything gets less depressing. It's like, dude, everyone fucking dies at the end except Lucy. And the final shot is, like, ambiguously her on the moon, like, either accepting the fact that everyone she knows and loves is fucking dead, or just, like, ready to embrace death herself. Like, it's completely ambiguous, and you're like, oh,
it's billboards on the moon.
Like,
sorry, I cannot and will not get over this.
Billboards on the moon, man. The dream that she wanted so badly, more than anything else, being this fucking commercialized slop. That's just like, yeah, you go here, and people aren't even like exploring the moon. They're just like
bouncing,
sitting there, being like, yeah, bouncing. You're like, oh.
I paid
sad.
I paid $25,000 to go bounce on the moon.
To go bounce on the moon. I like to think of it as like, oh well, I don't know.
I would
like,
absolutely
my
pay
immediate
$25,000 to go
thought
bounce on the
for
moon.
Was
Caveat.
it is very good. Moon good.
Just so everybody knows where I stand on this topic.
Just brief side note. I learned this recently with the Artemis launch. Apparently, literally every astronaut who has been to the moon has gotten hay fever. Because moon rocks are poison. Because Portal wasn't lying when they said that moon rocks are deadly poison.
The sun is a deadly laser.
It's basically chopped up fiberglass.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's like really fine and everything.
Yeah, literally every astronaut who has been on the moon, or maybe even just been to the moon, even if they didn't get out of the lander, got hay fever.
That's
Interesting.
crazy.
I didn't know about that.
Because the moon rocks
Well,
chopped up their lungs.
Oof. Woof.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can't go to the moon. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, it's like, right. My interpretation of like that final shot where she's reaching for the sun is that like, so just before that, she had the memory of like, well, like he's saying, I can really feel the sun. Like he says this to her, and like, it's this moment of like, it's this really interesting moment of like, air quotes cyberpsychosis, where it's like she really seems to believe that he was standing there in front of her for a moment, and then she blinks and he's gone, like he's just like disappears, and she cries as though she just lost him all over again, and that's just like, and then she like turns to the sun and she reaches up towards it, and I'm thinking like juxtaposed of like when you put it directly next to her remembering him being so excited for feeling the sun on the moon, my immediate thought is like, oh, I see. It's sort of like this like extension of how like he was constantly inheriting dreams from other people. Like he was like he inherited the dreams of his mother to be like at the top of Arasaka Tower. He inherited these dreams from Maine to be like the guy who protects as many people as possible, and who like is like he's like the patriarch of this area of like the Edgerunners of like, you know, anyone who's under his umbrella is like important, you know. And then like, and like he inherited this dream of hers to get her to the moon. And now she's in the position of, it seems that now all I have to do is sit here and feel the sun for him. And I think that's cute and nice.
And sad.
Well, yeah, you also have a problem now from her perspective because she's on the moon, and what now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there is no what now because the show's over.
Yeah, no, Tom's right.
Yeah.
Tom's right. There is no what now. You know what? Actually, I think I figured it out. Lucy isn't real. There's no reason to feel bad about any of this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
None of this happened.
Come on, man.
Hold on.
They made their shit
I'm
up,
starting
dude.
to
Come on.
think.
You mean she's just a manic pixie dream girl?
No. I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying she's a manic pixie dream girl. I think, and this is just my opinion, I think that she is a drawing.
A drawing.
A series
I
of
see.
several drawings. Animated and set to music.
Many, many, many drawings.
And
I
you know,
think they even got a
taking
voice
this
actor
just
for her.
the tiniest bit further, I don't think that Netflix is real.
Wait, okay, hold on.
I think that we are all drawings.
Wait, hold on.
There is no
Hold on.
universe.
Like in the end of Evangelion?
Yeah, exactly like the end of Evangelion, except, and this is gonna blow your mind, end of Evangelion, not real. Series of drawings.
Oh my god.
I can buy Lucy and Evangelion and even myself not being real. But Netflix? Come on, man.
Look, I'm just saying, I'm not making any strong claims. I'm just here to ask the question. I'm just putting it on the table for discussion. What if Netflix isn't real? And what if it is also controlled by the global cabal?
Oh wow.
Okay,
Just
but, like,
asking
if
questions,
Netflix
just asking-
isn't real,
hey,
why
hey.
did I watch this show on?
Hey,
Like,
hey,
how do you
hey,
explain
don't
that?
attack me. Don't attack me. Just asking questions. That
Don't
is
hate the
called a
player,
Mott
hate the
and
game.
Bailey fallacy.
Mons and Bailey fallacy.
Not
Lucy
quite,
and
but close
David
enough.
Culpa to feel less alone.
Yeah, just to go back to like real life for a second, I think I think you have like a very optimistic view of Lucy's like final,
I agree.
Shot. And I appreciate that because I think it can be read in so many different ways.
It really can.
That choosing to view it optimistically is like, you know what? Awesome.
I think
agree.
The reason that optimistic readings tend to come very easily to me is because if I read things any other way, the thing that happened when I was watching the first 2 episodes happens, and I want to die.
See, that's where I'm at with it. I am not mentally in a position to be able to watch this show with anything other than this seething sense of lack. This black hole where the idea of the world that should be lives in my head. You're used to. The show makes me feel empty in a way that makes me want to not watch it. And so I glue my eyes to the screen because it's whenever something is telling you to stop watching it, you keep going.
Don't listen to it.
Don't always listen to that. Don't always listen to that. There's some stuff that's...
No, you watch Cyberpunk Edgerunners. You watch Anohana. You watch Boku no Pico. You watch everything that challenges you and tells you to stop. Anything that makes you feel like you need to quit, like it's gonna break you. You keep going. You get through episode 12 of Arrow Manga Sensei.
Okay, that's
because
it
will
tough,
because it is telling you if you finish this, your life will not be the same.
Oh my goodness.
And you will be better for coming out the other side. Or you will die.
There's a very profound sense of emptiness at the end of this show. That is what it is going for.
That is comparable to the profound sense of emptiness I felt during Arrow Manga Sensei.
But I think you're saying like when shows tell you not to keep going. I don't think this show is ever telling you not to keep going.
It was telling me not to keep going.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I guess that's
fair. It was telling you not to keep going in the same way that something incredibly spicy tells you not to finish it.
Not to keep eating. That is an excellent metaphor. I understand the richness of the flavor here. I get that all of these spices have been combined into an expert melange by a wonderful chef at a very expensive restaurant. It hurts me to eat it. And and it is telling me to stop.
Wait, but Brian, I still don't understand. Are you do you get the sense of emptiness just because America really sucks now, or is it even just inherent to the show?
He thinks it's just America.
It's both.
Oh, we're coming for you, buddy.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. What was this?
How's Greenland this time of year?
My question was whether Brian feels like this kind of profound emptiness and sadness about the show because, the world sucks now, especially America, or is it just because of the show itself?
It is the cultural context. It is the world. I won't say it's because of the way the world is now, because Cyberpunk has always been like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's my personal mental state at the moment. I cannot watch this show and be optimistic.
Yeah, well,
I'm glad that somebody can.
See,
I mean, to be fair, this also is a result of me watching it in tandem with Operator Ranma.
Yeah.
Which is
maybe I should do that.
Yeah, the fact
I need to watch more No No Biori.
Do y'all want to hear a popular headcanon about the ending?
No way.
So a lot of people believe that, not really believe, but they headcanon that Lucy is going to take her helmet off at the end, right after the camera cuts.
Like in Magic School Bus.
It's going to what?
Yeah.
Like in Magic School Bus.
I don't
that
know.
Apparently doesn't instantly kill you. Again, I've been learning more about the moon recently.
Wait, what? Really?
Taking your helmet off on the moon doesn't instantly kill you. You have about a minute and a half.
A minute and a half?
Yeah, assuming you can hold your breath that long.
We'll be fucked up about it, but...
You won't be happy for that minute and a half.
No, I can't imagine. But the fact that you even get a minute
Mm-hmm.
and a half, you know, I think a headcanon like that is kind of crazy, just because there's literally no indication.
Oh no! It's not like it's like they don't have reasons for it. It's just like
Yeah.
like people like that idea. Is my
Yeah, no, I get liking the idea.
Okay. You
I
will
just
be
don't know where that, like,
unconscious.
well,
You'll be unconscious within 15 seconds. But you won't die
well,
for a minute and a half.
Oh god.
okay,
So you'll actually
well,
probably be fine when it comes to suffering.
Oh yeah, because I won't even be conscious for it. I just go in my sleep.
Yeah. Your face will fall down onto the lunar surface, and you will unconsciously try to breathe in all those good asbestos rocks.
How do we clean the moon?
We
How do
don't.
we make it livable?
We don't clean the moon.
How do people?
Clean the
Yeah, I mean,
moon?
I don't know how else to like describe it.
No
How do we
cleaners on the
make it-
You
moon.
mean
They
how do
just
we
run right
sweep
off the
the
goddamn
moon?
thing. We make buildings on the moon with airlocks, and we don't let the dust in.
That's how we do it.
We don't clean the moon. We leave that as it is.
I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
It is crazy how David says like a lot of people died to make that, failing to make that rock livable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that's such an
It's a good
interesting
line.
line to me. It's a good line in and of itself, but it's also there's something that really pings in my brain about it. Like this is thematically important.
Mm-hmm. It definitely is. Curie, what's the situation on the moon in Cyberpunk lore?
Situation on the moon. It's typically seen as like paradise if you can afford it.
Mm-hmm. So you have like
At least that's like the rumors around it. Like I haven't really seen like what it actually is like on the moon, but that's like what people think about the moon.
you have like luxury
Exactly.
moon apartments up there.
Yeah. Like people see it as like an escape to like somewhere where
It's like a retirement home in Florida.
Yeah, it's like a retirement home in Florida, except I'm not really sure if that's what actually is going on.
Except
the moon.
it's
That's just
on
what
the moon.
But it's actually like your parents saying that they sent your elderly dog to a retirement home in Florida.
Boy.
It could be. It could be. I don't think there's a ton of like, because like all of the like tabletop games don't really go to the moon, you know.
Yeah, don't
Just because
say.
like that's
You've clearly
like,
never
'cause-
seen the Adventure Zone.
like at least that's not where like tabletop games I participated in have gone. They've mostly just stuck to Night City because that's where all the interesting stuff happens. So, like that's where all the juicy conflict happens. So, yeah.
Well, what I was gonna say, is that if a bunch of people died trying to make the moon livable, then you have a pursuit of a better life that ends only in billboards on the moon. Like, you have a bunch of people dying in the name of terraforming or building better life buildings, building a station on this dead rock in the sky. Probably for the sake of enriching corporate interests. I don't know.
Yep.
And now it's just become like a glorified sort of sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah, we built all this infrastructure to get people to the moon. We got to make our money back.
Yep.
I wanted to talk about the story structure of the anime.
Yeah, the structure of the whole thing.
Because this is a structure that I do not enjoy a lot. Just taking one character and skipping between major events in that character's life in a loosely related way. I do not like that.
Gotcha.
Like, I understand that this was the correct structure to choose for the amount of episodes they had. Not complaining about that at all, not saying it was a bad decision. I personally dislike it quite a lot. It feels disjointed. It feels like they don't have enough downtime.
It really does jump from place to place. Like, it's just like, ugh. Cyberpunk Edgerunners, more like Cyberpunk Edge Jumpers.
Again, they did it very well. Like in the episode where the getaway driver is introduced, and they have that. I think it's the same episode. They have that kid with them who gets blown to bits by the tripwire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They do it the same way they do all the lingo. They're just like.
Mm-hmm. His name is Falco, by the way.
I think
What?
The getaway driver.
Falco.
I think that's the only biggest jump in the series that I felt, though, because that's also where you're getting introduced to the fact that like David is taken over and he's like jacked now,
Constantly off model. No.
Yeah. I think that's the only time where like I really felt jumps. Everything else like was pretty either well led up to or well explained, or like there was a montage in like episode 3 or something like that.
See, those montages are the thing that like makes me feel like it's jumping from thing to thing. It's like this makes me feel more like we are being like yeeted through the timeline. Like the only thing about it is that like it very rarely loops backwards or like shows you a thing multiple times like without it being like directly like being like if something is shown to you like a second time after we've seen it like chronologically, that is because someone is actively hallucinating it or actively remembering it in that moment. And that's like the only way I think. Am I
It's not
kinda-
unlistenable, but it's
kinda
pretty
tinny.
bad. It's exactly
the same.
Okay.
Tin can
very
ExPoint.
Incredibly crunchy.
I think it's fine.
Oh god.
But it's like my thing is that like it's like it feels like we're jumping it feels like I am a skipping stone over the pond that is this story. You know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like to watch this.
I don't know. No, I guess I just never got that feeling. Like the only time it felt like we jumped, because like I don't consider like a montage like a jump cut. Like it is still filling in the details just enough, because those details, while they are important, they're extraneous and we only need to get the vibe of what happened. To like start building a sense of like, okay, this is the new status quo. So
And then they changed the status quo like 4 times.
Yeah, but you see,
Testing.
you see those changes.
All right, cool, that works.
We get that. That's good. Yeah, that's better.
You're back.
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is that they did the introduction of all of the new elements of every episode in the same way they did all the lingo. They just dropped it. They were like, we are on our way to our job now with our driver and this guy that we were given as a treat.
I will say Falco was actually introduced for the very first time. I think he was watching over Kiwi when Maine went nuts and was like, she's taking too long. Smack. And then Falco was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I think that was the first time we saw Falco.
Sure. Yeah, they give you just as much information as you need to know and let you intuit the rest, because again, you don't need to know the details. You just need to know this is the guy who drives the car. This is the guy we were given to go along with this mission. He won't be here long, don't worry about him.
Yeah, and Falco will be
and like
enough to go into his background.
And even like, what's our mission? We need to go into this place and get this person who has been kidnapped, I guess. Tied up in the back room.
bunch of other people who were
that's a
saved
Maelstrom hideout, I'm pretty
incidentally.
sure.
Sure. Who are we fighting? Why are we fighting them? Why did they kidnap this person? Why do we need to get them out instead of somebody else? What is our connection to the person who's hiring us? Who is the person who's hiring us? What are their goals? We don't know. We don't need to know. It doesn't matter.
Well, isn't Faraday the one that's hiring them?
Not for that mission, I don't
Faraday...
think.
Okay.
Faraday is like one of the guys who gives them jobs, and Faraday was like the guy who gave Maine jobs because like Maine had made himself very trustworthy to Faraday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have something to ask y'all. How aware of you are like how things work in Cyberpunk, like just in terms of like job structure and that stuff for Edgerunners?
From what I understand from Edgerunners, the idea is that there are corporate jobs where like you are like in on some rung of the corporate ladder. Then, separate from those bitches, there are criminals who get their money via doing crimes, and then slightly to the left of a criminal is someone like an Edgerunner or a Cyberpunk or a net diver who like those are all skills, but like what I mean is that like they are essentially contract workers for fixers who have their own contracts, so it's like a weird scaffolded gig economy.
Yeah, you have
for those guys.
You have criminals and you have non-criminals, and then you have like the organized crime people.
Aren't they essentially just like mercenaries?
Yeah.
Like Edgerunners?
Yeah, that's kind of right. So fixers are essentially people who hand out jobs to Edgerunners. Fixers get their information from either corpos or medias, which basically gives them all the information that they need. And then fixers like kind of gather that information. Then like, you do this job for me, I pay you, and then that or the corp pays you if they're working for a corp. In episode 7, when they're going to like save that person, save the people with that like one guy, they're like raiding I think it's a Maelstrom hideout, which is basically like just one of the gangs, and like they're hired by someone named Wakako, which is one of the fixers in 2077. So like
that's fun.
Also, all the locations in Edgerunners are from the game. Like they are like literally designed from the game. So
wow,
you can actually
it was
visit everything in the
basically an advertisement for the game, right? When did 2077 come out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were coming out like very close to one another. That was
fun fact. You can also find Rebecca's weapon where she died.
Oh, fun.
Ow! Ow! What? Oh my god.
Not her body, just her weapon.
Just her weapon.
The way she would want it.
The way she would want it. But like, oh shoot, hold on, I had a thought. Where was the thought? Where did it go? Help me. Help me. Fuck. Somebody else have a thought while I try to find mine.
We can't, she's dead.
Something like related to what you said earlier about like David only making his decisions based on feeling and never on like planning or reasoning. And like, I mean, specifically this idea that like David inherits dreams from others. And what like has been kind of bothering me, maybe even like the first time I watched the show, was whether like David actually needed to take on that last job, or like what is the actual reason he decides to do something that's rather reckless, right? I mean, he's like refusing to listen to anyone that like his cyberpsychosis is a serious problem, and clearly they're living in a pretty nice apartment, so presumably like they can go to the moon already, or like they're not far off from being able to do it by taking on more modest jobs. So I don't know if it's just him feeling like he needs to continue Maine's legacy, or if there's something
the idea is
more
that like
going on.
For one thing, we never really get the sense that like they have like a small pool of jobs to pick from at any given time. It's like the jobs come in one by one, and there's like some downtime between jobs, and that's why like the jobs pay the way that they do and everything. It's like et cetera, et cetera. So like, you know, he was taking this job because it was the next one, not because like he thought this specific one was a high value job. It's like this is the next one. And then also there's this like, so the order of events goes, he doesn't know what's in the tank. The tank gets opened, and Lucy finally contacts him as they are being like cornered by military guys with guns. So they're being cornered. They're gonna die. Like they're gonna fucking die unless someone does something. And Lucy says, "You need to put that thing on, or else everyone is going to die." And he's over here like, "Okay, I'll do it." And he starts the process. And it's a process that starts with like metal hooking into his flesh and everything, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I feel like it's not really a process that you can stop very quickly. And he already had that breakdown at Doc's where he's like, just give me the fucking meds and let me do the, and like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like he was like talking like a junkie. And so it's like, he is a little bit fucked in the head over Chrome, just on a base level. And then that like, so it is still a vibes based decision where he's like, he's a cornered animal right now. He can't see a way out. And also completely unrelated, he like, you know, is he's running low on his fix. So like so it's like he's got this whole situation going on. And so he stays in the skeleton.
Wait, you're saying?
And then he dies.
Like, by chroming up so much, he gets an addiction to chroming the fuck up.
That's how it's framed for everyone. That's how the whole situation is framed all the time.
Yeah,
a little bit, yeah.
So it's not that like it necessarily makes you addicted. It's just that you can't see the line anymore. So like, it just seems like another addition rather than something that's crossing the line. You know. Like, cause like in his head, it's like, oh, I can handle more, but like from the outside, it's obvious. Like, no, you can't handle more. It's like,
like that's why he doesn't listen to Rebecca and Lucy when they tried to warn him again and again.
Yeah, like cause also he thinks he's special, where he is not special, as we've talked about. Like his circumstances are a little bit special, but like David thinks he individually is special and that he's not going to go cyber psycho. Because like he can handle Sandevistan, which like even a military person couldn't handle, you know. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for some reason the entire show for him to get like ghost memories from other people who had his hardware. I don't know why.
Yeah, Attack on
That's like
Titan.
a thing that definitely they wouldn't put in there. Wait, that happens in Attack on Titan.
Like they did with the mechs in Attack on Titan.
There are mechs in Attack on Titan?
They're just made of flesh.
The mechs are the Titans. They're just Titans.
Oh. Biomechs. I see.
Kinda.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
It's
Attack
not a
on
very good
Titan,
show.
the final season, part 2, part 2, the final chapters, part 1, colon.
Oh, God.
I don't like that.
But wait, Curry, like what Jem said still leaves me with a question about fixers, which is, if you have like a group of these like punks who are doing a job for a fixer, I mean, like, are they under a contract to continue working for the same fixer and not, like, they don't have the freedom to just pick a different fixer and do jobs freely, like,
so
what is it
typically,
called?
so typically they'll have multiple fixers that they do jobs for. So like, we see that David is working for Wakako in episode 7, but the main one they focus on in the show is just Faraday. So they like he's not beholden to Faraday, except for the fact that like Maine was working for Faraday, and David kind of wants to show that he is going to continue Maine's legacy. Was working with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of like how like nothing prohibits you from working for like nothing prohibits you from having like the apps for like being a driver for DoorDash and also Uber Eats simultaneously, and just picking whatever comes up first.
Actually, I think I had a coworker who got fired precisely because they did that.
Fascinating.
Something like that, yeah.
describing people who drive for Uber Eats and DoorDash like guns for hire is really funny to me.
Is it not the same situation?
No, it is. I
No,
just,
like,
you know,
like
you don't put you put it in
freelance
perspective, and
workers.
you're like, oh yeah, yeah, they're mercenaries. Yeah,
This is like it's like K-pop demons or K-pop demon hunters or sinners thing all over again. It's not really, but
Yeah,
but I was remembering that.
you have like
the guys.
pizza delivery people and Chinese delivery people who are militiamen.
Yes.
Militiamen.
They belong to
Yes.
militias.
They
And
work
then you
for
have-
a grandstanding militia.
Yeah, you have the hired guns of Uber Eats and DoorDash
The
people.
guy who's dropping the Popeyes at my door later is a hired gun. Yeah.
And then you also have the standing military of the people who operate public transportation,
Oh,
through
I
which
see.
which people can use to go and collect their food from the restaurant personally.
And this is why every American has the God-given right to
Hmm.
own a car.
Yep. Cooking for your friends is a duel.
Oh, of course.
Mm.
Cooking for yourself is training with the blade. While you were off being, I don't remember what the original adjective in there was. I just know that, like, while you were off doing blank, I was studying the blade.
It's just several variations of that till the end
Yeah.
of time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But yeah, I don't know. I think the whole like, because we were talking about like the structure of the whole show, I think because it mainly is about working with Faraday, and you only really see the one other fixer job, that's not really that important. It's just kind of informing you what the new status quo is. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, Bryant, where it's like you don't like how it just kind of jumps around like that. But yeah, I think it again is very much like the lingo, where it gives you in such a diegetic way that you're like, you just get the gist and you're like, okay, cool.
No, I agree. I think that
I'm
that
back.
was the correct decision for the show, and I think it works perfectly well. I just am
Yeah,
the
you
kind
just
of person who
Yeah.
wants to see every little scene where David wakes up in the morning and has his coffee on the balcony. It's like, huh, no jobs
yeah.
today. Might as well take this
Yeah.
opportunity to go grocery shopping.
I
I think I wanted to ask
wonder.
you about what do you think is the worth of this downtime? Like, what does it contribute to the?
I like it. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
fun.
That's
Why
the
I
word.
don't like this, but I think it was the right decision because I think that downtime would not have contributed anything meaningful to the story. I just like it.
Yeah.
I think
I
it could
see.
have helped with the pacing. for
Maybe,
it.
like I guess it gets a little fast at the end, but nah.
Yeah,
I don't think
one of
that's
my
how you
biggest
fix it.
complaints about
I
the
think you just
show.
add another episode in this case.
Yeah, I definitely like think the downtime episode would have been good in
Yeah.
the second half.
It's not that I feel like too much is happening.
Mhm.
It's that
Yeah.
the way that all of the things happening is delivered is in like a set of packaging that you're like, but what if it was a different color?
Yeah,
Oh, I was
sort
gonna
of.
say it's not that too much is happening. It's that not enough has happened before that.
I don't know.
That's my biggest problem with the show is that we get into the second half, and I feel like I know these characters, and I feel like I get where they're coming from, but also I wanted something just a little bit more, like
Mhm.
again, adding an extra episode or two. I think the show could stand to be a little longer.
See, anime gets a lot of shit for its beach episodes and its onsen episodes. But that's what
Yeah.
they're for.
Which I'll never understand. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, hold on.
Like
Okay,
when you have
really funny.
when you have an episode where everybody can just kind of hang out and be friends, then you understand, and there are no stakes. It's just everybody interacting with each other. That is the episode that serves to show you why this entire show matters. that
Exactly.
sets up why any of these conflicts or any of these ambitions, why they matter at all. Because nothing matters in the absence of people that you care about.
To be fair, I think the show does do that in the montage episode.
I agree.
I think that is the vibe and feeling that, but because it's a montage, it's like it's doing half
Can you
the
remind me,
work.
what do you mean by the montage?
It's a montage bookended by death.
Yeah, the episode
Oh, you mean
where
the last episode?
What? No.
No, I'm talking about the episode where
Episode
Pillar
4
gets killed. Right, Pilar, is that his name? The guy with
Pilar,
the hand.
yeah.
He gets killed. That is the episode where it's like David is coming into this group. He's getting acclimated with everything. Maine has kind of taken him under his wing, and he's like showing him the ropes, and he's teaching him how to drive and all this stuff. And you get a sense of like kind of their dynamic within the group. And by the end of it, you see them all walking together and they're having a good time. And then Pilar gets his fucking brains blown out and the dynamic shifts, right?
And I think that was my favorite episode.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good episode. I don't know.
I was about to say,
you
can't argue with me.
That's personally my favorite. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, for me, I don't know what my favorite episode is. It might be the main episode, where he dies.
I thought you meant the principal episode, like the important one.
No, no. The main episode, as in.
I think my favorite episode is, the big one.
Yeah, the really good one. That was my favorite.
God, this mix-up has reminded me of something. We went to Virginia for our anniversary to do some bird watching / camping down there. And we were on the Virginia-West Virginia border, driving down the interstate. And we're hungry, so we see this little sign that has a list of different restaurants on it. And one of them is Tudor's Biscuit World. And we have seen plenty of signs for this fabled Tudor's Biscuit World, where like, I want to have Henry VIII's biscuits. So we decide, okay, we're hungry, it's finally time, and we get off the highway. We drive for 20 minutes down the ricketiest ass roads you have ever seen, big enough for a car and a quarter, going down a literal mountain with no guardrails. Down into the middle of a West Virginia so rural that they do not have farms. They just have people living in the forests. To a town with a population of about 150. On a street with 3 buildings. A Tudor's Biscuit World, a Subway, and a Hardee's. I want you to guess the name of that street.
The name of
that street was Main Street.
Oh my god.
Just
never could have guessed that.
Just some like completely rural backwater bullshit town. Bryant, you have no idea how much you describing that means to me. I used to live in West Virginia in those types of towns. I literally lived there. So like I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, we were like, okay, we're just going to pull off the interstate and get some food real quick. Like you can do in any other state in the Union.
Nope. Not in good old West Virginia.
Union.
There's a sign here that says there's a restaurant just off this exit. And I'm sure it is 5 miles away.
Yeah.
Does anyone go on road trips in the Cyberpunk Edgerunners universe? Does anyone try?
Maybe the corpos.
Road trips in the Cyberpunk universe, huh?
I don't know where anything else is. I don't know where there is to go besides Night City and the moon.
They go on moon trips.
There's a lot of places. Don't go swimming in the water, but there's a lot of places.
That's ominous.
Okay, so the water is incredibly poisonous. You will die.
What? No.
They literally poison the water.
I mean, I assume like there's a lot of environmental damage.
Wait, they did that deliberately? It's horrible.
I think that's what happened. I could be wrong. It's been years since I've done a actual reading of it, so this is mostly just my working memory. But I'm pretty sure they like intentionally poisoned the water, but I don't take my word on that. Either that or it's from all the like nuclear waste and all the other kind of waste that has like destroyed the ocean and is currently destroying the ocean in real life, because that would make a lot of sense.
See, like that was my first thought.
No
then you said they
trip,
poisoned
then.
it, and I was like, what? No road trip. No road trip.
I'm just working on what I remember of it. There's like Badlands outside the outside Night City.
There are
for a
bad
while.
lands
I
out
forget what
there.
they're called.
If they're near Death
just,
Valley, I
basically-
hear.
Like basically, like once you get outside of Night City, it's just like desert where like all these like what are they called? Basically like just like loosely cowboys like running around.
Outlaws.
Loose cowboys?
What are they called?
Uber
Cowboys,
drivers.
like loose change.
Uber drivers.
Uber, that's what they're called.
We've been over
Right.
this. The Cowboys are an
they're
itinerant
nomads.
warrior class in Meiji era Texas.
God damn it! Discord keeps eating my laughs. That's not fair.
But yeah, just to finish the point that I was making, which I mean it wasn't even really a point. It was just me saying that I liked the main episode where he fucking dies the most.
Mm-hmm. It's a good episode.
Yeah.
I think Maine was probably my favorite character.
He's very good.
He's
I
good, but
really
in like
liked
a
him.
tropey way.
Yeah, I think I liked him a lot because he just reminds me of Barrett from Final Fantasy VII. So
Oh.
I think
This show
that's
reminds
one
me
of the
a lot
reasons
of
why.
Final Fantasy.
Well, yeah, man, it's cyberpunk as shit, dude.
We're gonna be
Final
over
Fantasy
like
VII is
Rebecca.
like one of my favorite things ever.
Yeah. No way. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be over Rebecca's death, where it's like she just hears in the distance gunshots falling down, and anyone else in that situation would have been like, the fuck, and like taken cover or something, maybe. But instead she goes, hey, we're having a fucking moment, and she stops to antagonize the source of the gunshots in this situation, and gets crushed under the weight of a corporate robot. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, ma'am.
It is very brutal. I mean, the whole show is brutal, but like seeing a character who is punished for trying to help somebody achieve their dream is especially in a very graphic way is always it's always a bad feeling.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I was never. This is my second time watching the show, and I never. Not that I didn't like Rebecca, but I didn't understand why she was so beloved. I feel like she's like barely there. Like she's so superfluous to everything else going on. That I'm just kind of like, besides the fact that she is a cute girl, I kind of didn't understand why people were so they gravitated so hard to her.
I think
'Cause
the
he's
thing
a
that
fun
makes
character.
the thing that makes me really gravitate towards her, I think, is the same thing that makes people like, it's like there is something about a character who can be so alive in this world that is so determined to kill everyone in it. Like on a spiritual level, and also on a physical level. But like she's so alive and so invested in everything. Like she, in this world that is telling her she needs to disinvest, she is constantly invested. You know what I mean? and I like that about her.
Sure, but I didn't get that impression solely from her. Like that's not an
like she's not the
impression
only place that it comes from.
Yeah, like that's not like I got that same impression from Dorio. No one gives a shit about Dorio. And I'm like,
Dorio.
she was the
The
boxer, the buff boxer
buff
lady
lady
with Maine.
The short blue hair.
Yeah.
Fascinating. I didn't really get the sense that like it's. I think it's more like because like Dorio is like less of a firecracker than Rebecca, and like Rebecca is just like. I think the thing about Rebecca is that she's like very. Another thing about Rebecca is how open she is. Like she's like Dorio is like I'm all business when it's business time, and I am like and I'm invested in the people in my life that are like directly in my life when like it's time for like non-business activities. But like with Rebecca, she only has one setting. She has one fucking setting, and that's amazing, and I love her for it.
But she talks about using a different setting, though.
Yeah.
Does she? Wait,
like,
I'm confused.
She is a character who is like outlandish and brash and is like going 100%, but is also a character who is like trying to rein David in and tell him to cut back, much like Lucy and much like Dorio did for Maine, right? I think she kind of falls into this same trapping of like these men who are like dreamers and going after something that is wholly entirely unattainable, and like these women who are, you know, I would say disproportionately affected by those men being fucking you know, harmed. You know, it is these women who are trying to rein in these guys who like can't see, like Curie said earlier, they can't see the line that they're about to cross. And even though Rebecca at one point should have seemed like a character who probably would have jumped over that line with David, she is still reined in the narrative to be like, David, you should really cut back.
But
I
also,
I see your point.
Like, she was talking about David and with Kiwi, I think. She was like, damn, does he not like the boisterous and loud type? Maybe I should try being more like, she used the word nerdy.
Cold, mysterious, and nerdy.
Yeah, cold, mysterious, and nerdy. Cut to Lucy in the bath.
Yeah.
And I wonder what, I wish I could like, because that is like the thing that I like about Rebecca. I guess it's like, it's sort of like, because she can reel back a little bit. Like it's really interesting. Like she only seems to start reeling back after the whole there is a death in the party that literally keeps her out of multiple episodes because she is grieving. And it's like, and then after she comes back, then she has this level of that is when she presents like the ability to like be a little more like, okay, we need to pull things in, we need to rein things in a little bit. And it's this interesting, like, I guess, like, on the one hand, the fact that like seemingly the only character who is a man that is trying to rein anyone in is Falco, and really he's not not trying to rein anyone in, he's just trying to get out of here alive. That does feel to me very like, and like also the it connects to the cyberpsychosis thing of like how like empathy is the thing that keeps people from going completely nutso. It's like but women are like more empathetic and gentle, and they're more about emotions. Women are just so much better at emotions than men are. I just don't understand it. And I'm just like, sure, dude. But like, I guess it's like,
wait, does someone in the show take over?
No, I'm drawing this connection. Nobody in the show said it, but like I'm thinking about it in the sense of like there is a societal attitude. Like it is pervasive to this day. This idea that like, well, women are just better at emotions as a concept, and therefore, if there is a problem that is emotions based, you should probably consult a woman about it. Women's problems are uniquely emotional, so they probably know how to deal with emotional problems. Except, and it's a whole thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess my only point is in saying all this is that like I still like Rebecca, because like James, you bring up this the idea of like, oh, she was grieving and that's why she was out of the show for a period of time, and it's like we don't get I never got the sense of that. Like we don't ever see her going through a grieving process. If we did, I'd probably like her more. She does refer
to it, which I think implies that it's happening off screen.
Yeah, I'm not saying that she wasn't. I'm saying that we don't see it.
Yeah.
Which,
true.
I mean, is functionally the same thing. Because, like, even if it's happening off screen, there's only so much I can connect to with those experiences, you know? So, like, for her to, like, come back into the narrative and then kind of play a similar role as all the other, you know, women in the cast, I'm just like, okay, well, why does this character stand out, right? Why is this the character that everybody attaches onto? Like, I get it, cute girl again, but like,
likable girl.
Is it just that
I don't know about likable.
She's likable. I think she's likable in the sense that she's fun, but I also thought that for Dorio. I thought Dorio was really fun, and I liked her a lot.
Yeah, but like Dorio doesn't have a strong relationship with David. I think that's the difference making quality. Rebecca ends up actually being important for David in the end.
Yeah, by the end.
Also, Rebecca like has unrequited crush on David, and that's very relatable for people.
Yeah. Hey, man, I get it. I'm just saying. Like, I think not necessarily her. I don't think her crush comes out of nowhere. I think the feelings that the show is trying to get me to feel are forced because I didn't think they had I didn't think they had that good of a relationship before it was being seriously implied that like, oh, she's in love with him.
Like in the montage sequence, he's always the one who like scoops her out of danger.
Yeah, like, but that's like a working relationship thing.
Fair. But like, you look at this girl and tell me that she separates, that she has any kind of work-life balance.
Sure, but I'm just like, there were a lot of connections that I think for me didn't get made with her character by the end that are implied. That I was just like, I would have liked them to not be implied. I would have liked to see it a little bit more so I could actually feel what everyone else is feeling and why they love this character so much.
Yeah, understandable. I guess like I really do think like when it comes down to it, I do just like looking at her more than any other character in the show.
Yeah.
So, like, every time she's on screen, I'm like, oh, it's Rebecca! Rebecca, my favorite Rebecca!
Like, aesthetics go a long way. I get it.
Yeah.
But,
this is why I'm so obsessed with Operate On Mod, because it's so fucking...
Also, I mean, Tom, to be realistic, factor in how many waifus this show actually has. It's like Lucy and Rebecca, and that's pretty much
Dorio.
it.
You think there are no Dorio stands out there?
But that
there are very few. There are very few.
That, well, maybe like I understand.
Also, let's not discount Gloria here.
Gloria.
Oh my God, Gloria!
Yes.
Holy
really
shit!
She's
You
so
wanna talk about
pretty.
you want to talk about baddies, bro? Come on.
She's so pretty. I
Mhm.
love her.
And a caring,
that's
and attentive mother.
She's mommy.
that's part of my point.
And a
though,
criminal?
Is that, like it is waifu bait.
And criminal.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, you're right.
Rebecca
it is
does
waifu bait.
really feel like a waifu bait character.
Mhm.
Oh, Rebecca.
It's true. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes,
it is that simple. But
we
that's also
see
why
that
I'm
you've
like,
forgotten something. We fixed it for you.
we fixed it for you. Yes.
She
But that's
like
why
listen.
I'm like,
Sorry, yeah.
I want more. I wanted more. There was clearly more implied, but I think the implication should have been fleshed out. That's all my point is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like you're just supposed to be able to believe that Rebecca falls in love with David because he's like cool and handsome, and I don't know what else.
Sure.
I mean, like he is cool and handsome, and he saves her. And he's like nice and stuff. He's just like she. I think it's like initially, it's like, oh, how cute little new baby fishy or whatever, like new guppy in the pond. How cute he is. And then like their relationship develops. And it's like, he has saved me. He has saved me. And then it's just like, and then like he ends up being the guy who murders the guy who murdered her brother, and this whole situation and everything. And like literally she expressly gives him specifically consent to like mod in her brother's hands, which is like it's like she's the next of kin, she gets final say over that shit. Not legally probably, but like in their in-group.
I don't think the legalities are very focused on.
No.
Legality is making sure that all the corps get the money they need.
That's all. That's the only reason the law exists. It's like, and then it's like it's like there's the thing with the hands, and then she's gone for a few episodes, and then she only comes back after the time jump, which is crazy. But yeah, I don't know. So it's just like it's weird. It's like, it's not like I feel like there would be like a particular hole in the show if she was gone, but I do feel like there would be like the show. She exclusively adds to the show. She is exclusively a contribution.
Yeah,
she's very good brevity as well, like just how happy she is relative to literally everyone else.
Yeah. Like when she's grieving, she's off screen. Meanwhile, David is grieving for the entire show.
So, just because you said, Kiri, like she brings a lot of levity to the show, that's kind of what I would expect from Lucy. Which is one of my biggest problems with her, is that how like much she changes from her introduction to where we see her. Because like in her introduction, she like flies out of the back of an ambulance and is like laughing and having a good time, like riding down on a gurney through heavy traffic.
Active
and you're like,
traffic.
Yeah, you're like, holy shit, this chick is insane. And that's like the most striking first impression we get of her, and she's not anything like that throughout the rest of the show. And to me, at least, I feel like if Rebecca was cut as a character, a lot more of Rebecca's tendencies probably would have been given to Lucy. That's speculation, so it's all bullshit, but I'm just saying.
I wouldn't, especially in the second half of the show, I wouldn't agree with that, just because Lucy is necessarily gone for the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just meant more in like personality wise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like Rebecca's like firecracker tendencies would have been probably extended to Lucy, because Rebecca fills like a niche in the narrative of like, this is the only character who does that. Lucy kind of started as that, but then was quickly, I don't know, changed or had those parts of her removed because they were like, well, we have this other character, Rebecca, who we want to be in the series, and you know, she's going to be the firebrand, you know.
I disagree with that, but I'm also kind of biased because I relate a lot to Lucy, and like I totally get the like having fun, but really deep down you're hurting a lot kind of thing that she has going on.
Yeah.
And,
well, yeah, I'm not saying
her...
those two things can't be congruent though.
Yeah, it's just like we mostly see her around David for the show, and that's where she can actually be vulnerable and show that she's actually deeply uncomfortable and like kind of scared and afraid and like damaged. And so like there isn't much room for her to be like as fiery, just because she's around David and what she wants at like, this is I'm biased, but like she wants to like show her more vulnerable side to David, and because we see so much of her and David, like there isn't really the space there. But that's
yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I like I said, I still like Rebecca, both Rebecca and Lucy as characters. This is just what I was like, damn. Especially on a second watch through, I was very much like, wow, Rebecca really does not do a whole lot for most of the show.
Yeah, I mean, she's like I said, she's absent in episode 6.
Yeah,
which is the pivotal episode.
Yeah, like one of the most important episodes. Yeah,
it's where the series changes the most, and she is completely gone.
Indeed.
I have a topic.
Oh, what's the topic? Wait,
yeah, I've had like certain friends who've also seen the show and they really didn't like it, because they think that like David is very immature as a character.
Well, how old
is
he?
He's like 16 or 17. How old is he? I've forgotten.
He's.
I think he is 16.
I'm pretty sure he's 17.
Yeah, something
regardless,
like
16 and 17. I don't think you're changing all that much within the span of a year.
Yeah.
It's a big year.
Sure.
Big year for him.
Just like,
it's the last year of his life, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with him being immature. Like that can be frustrating, like I get, but like that's kind of, I feel like complaining about that is like complaining about what the show wants to do rather than how well the show actually does it.
Yeah, I mean, saying a character who is literally not matured is immature is just correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's not a criticism, that's just the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I think the issue I had at least the first time is that like it doesn't actually seem like, I don't think that the immaturity that they were pointing to is actually like a flaw or like something that wouldn't be a factor. Like, let's say that like instead of being 17, David is 27 and he's trying to climb the corporate ladder and like he's not succeeding, and then just like everything happens the same way. Would you say at that point that like there are certain actions that David takes that are like you would consider like very stupid and you would like deplore the show?
Well, yes, because he'd
like,
be a fundamentally
not
different
listening
character.
to Lucy
Yes, but again, that's not a problem.
Yeah, that's not a problem because like the character that David is he is a 17-year-old boy. So complaining about him being immature is a moot point.
Well, even if that weren't the
that?
case, a character being immature isn't a problem.
Yeah,
being
like
hot-headed and impulsive and not understanding his own limits is fine. That's not a problem with the narrative.
Yeah, like you can have like a personal disdain for like that kind of character, but it's not a problem in the show, you know?
Yeah, I don't personally care for this 8 out of 10 show.
Yeah. Like
For the what show?
8 out of
It's
10.
8 out of 10.
Like, Tenek, you described this like as another series, and the way you described it, I was like, yeah, what you described is just Black Lagoon. So like, that's all. we already have that.
I didn't know.
I didn't know.
Hey,
But
I can't
it's also,
can't blame you for not knowing.
it's also just like criticizing like Shinji, for instance, for not wanting to get into the trauma machine, you know? Even though he constantly gets into it. That's just like that's the character that they're wanting to explore, and it's like you can like have disagreements on that, but like that like it's not like the show is trying to make him not mature, so or it's not like the show's trying to make him mature, so I don't see the point in saying that like his immaturity is a bad thing.
Yeah. But just to be clear, you're saying that if David were mature, the difference that would make would be listening to Lucy and Rebecca and calming down on the cyberware.
Yeah, basically.
Right?
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't
that.
even
That would
think-
be a different character, though.
Yeah,
like if he were a different character, he'd be a different character. Is like a moot point.
Yeah.
I don't even necessarily think David not listening to them is being immature. It's being reckless.
Yeah.
But I think David, for all intents and purposes, is an incredibly mature character for his age. Being brought into this group, this mercenary group, essentially, and becoming acclimated with their lifestyle very quickly, eventually becoming the leader of them and being good at it, and well respected. Like, I think he's a fairly mature character. I don't think maturity is the problem here. It's his recklessness.
Yeah,
Which is...
I guess it comes back to what James said about like the making decisions based on emotions.
Also,
like,
just he
ends up being his core flaw.
also him thinking he's special.
Go
is
ahead.
a big thing.
Yeah. But actually, I wanted to address that earlier, Curry, because I don't think the show makes it very explicit. I mean, the way I understood it both times was that, yeah, David is actually special. He's able to handle the Saint Avistan the way, like, no one else could. I mean, I understand your point that, like, oh, that's just because he grew up with a lot of... with his mother who really loves him, and then, like, even when his mother died, he had other people who cared for him genuinely. But, like, is there anything that actually confirms this? It seems like it's kind of up to speculation.
I think it's like
the literal books that it's based on, for one. But
the book.
So like Cyberpunk Edgerunners is based on Cyberpunk, and in the Cyberpunk book, it is explicit that cyberpsychosis is a result of not like basically losing yourself and like not having empathy for anyone anymore.
Yeah.
It's a failure of mental health, not of not of
willpower or like some magic specialness in your brain specifically. It's like basically you can be worse with cyberware or better with cyberware solely by virtue of solely by virtue of like you need both a good environment that keeps your mental health intact and a level of like mental fortitude that lets you keep going on your own. You know, it's just like you need both of those things in tandem. And he got both of those things in tandem via his mom working her fucking ass off. She literally worked herself so hard that the moment that her system like had a moment where it was in like physical crisis mode even more than she already was, and then like she was like she underwent surgery and she was like, and they were like, she's stable. and then her body failed anyway because like she no longer had like she was no longer the ball was no longer rolling, and much like a shark that has stopped swimming, she couldn't, like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like her body broke under the stress of how much
I'm not
she
sure I
cared for
do.
her son. Which is crazy. And so it's like
So you're saying
that
her
level of
stress
work
killed
that
her?
went into him is like so important. That's what makes him special, is the amount of work that people, the amount of like work and love and attention that people have given him, even if it's just like one or two people. Like it's just like if it's just one or two people. And that's the thing that is special about David. It's not that he inspires people to do that. It's that he just was there. He was the one who was there.
Yeah.
So he's not special in that way. He is simultaneously special and not special because the only reason he is special is because he was just there, which is an arbitrary thing. Like, what is arbitrary and what is destiny? What makes you special? Nothing. Nothing made you special, David. And that's what made, and that's like important. Like, it's like to quote Brennan Lee Mulligan, a lot of everything is just how the cards fell, and you can have a lot more like empathy and grace for yourself and others when you just recognize that shit. So, like, you know.
Yeah, also in the show, like it does show that like Lucy loving David and being like basically his rock was able to make his cyberpsychosis go away. Like it brought him back from cyberpsychosis.
Wait, you're talking about the last episode again?
Yeah. We're just generally talking about like the whole thing.
Yeah. Like, because you were asking about cyberpsychosis, right? Essentially, and like where it was shown in the show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I meant special in the broad sense because I mean, early in the show they talk about David's specialness in the sense that like, oh, he could use the Sandavestan like, what, 2 or 3 times in the first day without needing to use the immunoblockers. That's like,
so,
you know, who else could do that? It's crazy.
Yes. So again, that is because he has had an especially good life in terms of like having a mother who loves him and cares for him. It's like this shows
right.
Like Arasaka thinks he's special because he's able to, but like it's just his circumstances that allow him to do so.
They've literally created a society where what they want is impossible. Where what they want is nearly impossible, which is crazy. They did this to themselves. The Corpos, I mean.
Essentially, they think he's special because they have created a world, the Corpos have created a world where everyone is so broken mentally that the one guy that they find who's not completely fucked up is like, holy shit, he can do everything we want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so, like,
and he can't because he's not special.
Yeah, he can't.
He's a normal person who had a somewhat normal upbringing, and that's what's special about him because no one else got that upbringing in the world.
And just like thrusting him into their world is just continuously making him more fucked up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The what if I made him worse arc.
Yeah, except actually.
All right. We are at 1:33. Should we start talking about what we want to do for next month?
I suggested that next month be movie month because it's May.
That's right, because by next month we mean this month.
This month.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I remember that, and I think that's a great idea.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we
go
also
into, like,
should
closing
settle
thoughts?
whether the Uma Musume movie is eligible or not.
Scrub's not here.
I say it's eligible.
Scrub's not here. Scrub does not get to propose a movie.
But I'm voting for the Uma Musume movie.
Yeah!
I'm going to say that any movie that is associated with a long-standing series, whether it is standalone or not, is not eligible.
Fascinating.
But we just watched Cyberpunk.
You have to nominate something that is only a movie. A Silent Voice, Your Name, a Ghibli movie.
I'm debating so
I'm
hard
sorry,
between Perfect Blue.
I'm
and
sorry,
Welcome to
Scrub.
Suburbia.
But also, you know what? I kind of prefer it this way because this way my pick might have some slim choice of victory.
You're just gonna pick some Ghibli movie.
No,
that sounds
no.
mean,
I
but,
mean,
like,
I did think like there'll be an extremely easy victory, but I don't like Ghibli movies. Really, I don't want to talk about it. I'm actually gonna pick I mean, I'm gonna assume you've never heard of the movie I'm gonna pick.
Well,
Interesting.
do we want to go into like closing thoughts on?
Yes, absolutely.
right.
Just
first?
saying.
Yeah, before we. Yeah.
Get your picks ready.
get your picks
Alright.
ready.
Curie, I think that we have some idea of what you're going to be saying here.
I really love Cyberpunk.
I can
I'm
tell.
also a big fan of the entire genre thing. So, not genre, tabletop and stuff. I think it was a really good adaptation. Mike Pondsmith thought it was a really good adaptation. And I don't have many complaints with it. Besides some like minor writing and pacing flaws. But yeah.
But we need a number. If you had to give it a number.
Only a 9 for me. I'm sorry, I forgot.
9 out of 10.
9 out of
Same
10.
rating that I gave to Maduka Maguka, I think.
Same thing that I gave to Maduka Maguka.
Wow.
All right. As for me, I think I've made my thoughts pretty clear. The show was not made for me in basically every way possible. I do not care for the setting. I don't care for the type of story it is. They didn't do nearly enough inter-character interaction that was low stakes for my taste. I don't like the way they told the story. And frankly, I was not in the right mental place to enjoy it, even if none of that stuff were true. 8 out of 10.
Valid.
8 out of 10.
I think it was very well done, and I think that people who enjoy this kind of thing are going to have a great time with it. Had a lot to say, a lot of very important things to say, and I don't want to think about those things right now, so I'm not going to listen.
Valid. Especially considering like the state of the world right now.
Very well done. Made me incredibly depressed. 8 out of 10.
I see.
All right.
Oh boy, my turn. I guess like okay, we all know I also did not have the constitution for this show to the point that I had to like water it down with a different show that is and it's like I think my experience of Cyberpunk Edgerunners was essentially me being like, okay, I'll give this show a chance. Oh no, I understand why when it came out I had an intuitive sense in the back of my brain, similar to the intuitive sense in the back of my brain when I heard about The Binding of Isaac, that just went, you don't need to see that. Like, just like, I am the type of person who, when someone tried to force their way into my apartment once, after the fact, one of my friends was like, that's so scary. I said, pathetic people don't scare me. Like, I got, my main reaction was I got angry they had the audacity to fucking try. So, like, when I see a show that makes me particularly angry, I've never been angry in a way this show has made me angry, and that's so fascinating to me. It's an object of fascination to me, I think. That's the thing that I'm going with. That's it. This show is an object of fascination to me, and Rebecca is a perfect character to me. I love her.
Do you like
She
it?
has no flaws.
Do you like
and
the show?
I hated watching this show. I hated having it hanging over my head the whole month. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tenek.
Well, it didn't have a beach episode, so I don't think it's gonna get above like a 3 out of 10.
Well, it didn't have a beach.
That doesn't help either. Didn't even have an onsen. I mean, what the fuck? But yeah, anyway, for real, I
It does
think
have
I
an
would give it a 7.
It's operate on man.
Onsen Beret Ranman.
Yeah,
Legit, though,
I
there
don't
is an
think I have
onsen
much
episode.
to add. I think like it's just a good, tightly written story. I mean, all the direction, production, I think it's all very good. I've rated it 7 before. I think it's because I don't think the message is ultimately very deep. I mean,
Yeah.
it is like still kind of a superficial, yeah, capitalism bad.
Sure.
And that's true, of course, but it's not that much one can talk about, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe the discussion today would make me bump it up to an 8, so I'll think about that. Tom,
how you doing, Tom?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty okay, man. You know, life's going, and I'm here. I was not thoroughly depressed with this show as everybody else was. Probably because I've seen it before, so it didn't.
You were
honestly,
prepared.
It wasn't even that I was prepared, because like even going into it the first time, I was like, okay, this can't end well. But
The
by
opening
the end,
literally has the character shot through the head as its terminus.
I mean, yeah. But like even going through it this second time, I got to the end and I was like, yep, that was the end. You know, like it was what I knew it was happening. I knew it was going on. There were things that I appreciated more, I think, this time around. Art direction especially, I very much more appreciated this. And I was actually thinking, like, in terms of like Imaishi's career, right?
Mhm.
I don't know if, rather, this is what I was thinking until I remembered something, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm wrong. I was thinking like Imaishi might be the last great director that does not have like a blemish on his career. Like in terms of like something that like came out that was really critically panned. Basically at least every TV director, basically. I mean, some movies directors too, like Mamoru Hosoda. They have basically all come out with something that has just been like shit on relentlessly. And I was like, man, Imaishi's career is so clean. And then I remember Darling in the Franxx, and I was like, oh yeah, no, yeah.
Did he actually work on that?
Yeah, he was the director.
no freaking way.
I don't
No
think he
freaking
was.
way.
Imaishi directed Darling in the Franxx.
I don't think
So,
he wrote
I'm
it.
gonna
think
check
he
that
did.
right
Oh
now.
man, we're all on the internet. Directed by Atsushi Nishigori.
No, that was not directed by Imaishi.
Was that not him?
Storyboard the
No.
episodes 1 3 5
No,
1
that's
3
Atsushi
6 15
Nishigori.
animation director.
Does
Listen,
my
names
phone
are
look
high.
old
I'm looking at-
then?
I
I'm
don't
looking
think
at
that's
Yuri's
right.
Animations
I think
page.
I'm in the wrong universe right now.
Does
That's
my
the only
phone still
explanation.
hold?
Yeah, no, this was that was directed by Atsushi Nishigori.
He is credited as animation director and action supervisor on Darling in the Franxx on Mal.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yes,
which
that's
is
what I
not
read.
full. He probably didn't have full creative direction over the series. But in terms of animation, I guess that's not the same, because that show still did look very good, but it was also just dog shit. So like I'm not gonna give it up. Saying
Well, I
that
mean,
though,
like,
I guess
the parts
go ahead,
he
Kira.
directed were good, like because like the visuals were fine, you know.
yes, the show still looks really good.
There was foreshadowing in the visuals that, like, it's like the visuals foreshadowed things that made you go, oh, that's such elegant world building, and then they just say it out loud at you a few episodes later, and it's like, oh, well.
So I retract my statement about me being dumb. I'm actually a genius, and Imaishi doesn't have a blemish on his career as a director. And
Full circle.
I think this show is fantastic. 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Personally,
Yeah,
I
this-
think it's his best work because it doesn't go on too long and like kind of ruin the pacing like the
This
other.
is, I mean, Gurren Lagann, man. I don't know how you get better than Gurren Lagann.
I don't love Gurren Lagann, admittedly, but
Okay.
Um,
that is like peak Imaishi
I've
to me.
really
I mean,
gotta
that show.
finish Gurren Lagann.
I like the first half of Gurren Lagann, and then I don't love the second half, honestly.
Really? That? Oh wow.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
wow.
interesting.
Okay. That's very
I have
interesting.
so many opinions about this show. and I've only gotten like 3 episodes in.
James, you
I'm
would
so
you
glad
would,
we will
you would
never
fuck
talk
heavy
about
with
it on
Gurren
the
Lagann.
Mhm.
Club.
All
I'm
right.
excited.
To be fair though, I haven't watched Gurren Lagann since I was like 19, and I am 26 right now. So,
Hey,
You're not
Old
supposed to
ass.
say your age on the internet. That's
what-
dangerous.
I'm 26. I'm fine.
Mom, I'm 26 years old. I can say my age on the internet if I want to. All right. Does everybody have a movie picked?
I do.
I have-
So here's
would
how
like
I
to go
think this
last.
is going to work. Movies are short, and I don't think we're going to get 3 hours of discussion out of a movie. I am at least
Oh.
going to pick the top 2.
Oh, 2
Okay.
movies.
The top
Okay.
2
Oh,
that's
movies
cool.
will be discussed. Maybe 3 we'll talk about it, but I think 2 is a good number.
Okay, so the rules for this are,
And
it
because of
can't be
that-
from
Because of that, I am
Okay.
also going to propose a movie.
okay.
Yay.
Mine is
But
probably
wait, what about
going
the
to get
YouTube
picked.
poll?
Wait, but yeah, how is that gonna work with?
You can
YouTube
do
polls?
5. I'm pretty sure you can do 5. If you can't do
No,
5, then I'll just
Oh.
take my movie out of it.
I feel like we've been
Okay,
consistently running up against
as
the limit of
always.
4, but maybe I'm crazy.
I think
Anyway.
you can
if
do
we're-
5
if
if
we're-
it's not... You used to be able to do 5 if it's not a picture poll. But if not, then I'll
If
just
we're
take mine
doing-
out of it.
If we're doing 5, you can just be like, "Hey, we're gonna watch this movie and another one, whichever one from the poll wins."
Yeah, fair enough, but
Executive
I
decision.
don't care
It's
enough to
your-
force you all to watch this movie. Especially
Oh,
since
I
you've
see.
already seen it.
All right.
Anyway,
What movie is it?
Curie, what is your pick?
Wait, can I go last?
No.
Oh damn. God, I've been debating between Perfect Blue and Cosmic Princess Kaguya. God, how mentally destroyed do y'all want to be?
Ooh, can I go low? Low mentally
maximally.
Okay,
destroyed?
Cosmic Princess Kaguya. Cosmic Princess Kaguya.
Cosmic Princess Kaguya. In the event that I get to pick, I pick Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh my god.
Yay! I
What a
love
normie
Kiki's
pick.
Delivery Service.
It's a very important
You
movie to me.
sleep at night.
What a fucking normie pick.
I'm happy that I get to enjoy at least some normie bullshit.
Yay.
Jens, what do you pick?
Yeah, you know.
All
what,
right.
fair.
Now, Tom Teddick, I think you heard me say this at one point that I wanted to nominate this for Greed Month, but then I was like, wait, no, we're nominating 26 episode things, not just like whatever the fuck.
Mhm.
I'm nominating K-pop Demon Hunters.
Hell yes.
What? That's not anime. You can't do that.
Wait, hold on.
Let's
Whoa,
see
whoa,
if
whoa.
it's
I
on
said this to
Mal.
You guys, you agreed with me.
Hold
Let's
on,
see
wait,
if
wait.
it's on
Yeah,
Mal.
but that's when I thought I could nominate Uma Musume.
Okay.
K-pop
I
Demon
see your
Hunters is
point.
not on Mal.
Yeah, it's not an anime.
So I think we're gonna call it not an anime. Unfortunately,
Ah.
because I was in support of that.
Then I'm gonna nominate Ocean Waves.
Ocean Waves. All right, Tenik, what you got for us?
Belladonna of Sadness.
I have heard of that.
Oh, that's the artsy bitch.
Yes.
Belladonna. Kanashimi no Belladonna. All right. 2 L's, 2 N's. Gotcha. And Tom?
You know, I'm between a rock and a hard place right now.
Yeah,
'cause
what
I
you
don't
got?
really have a pick.
Well, that
I
sounds like you're not
guess we
between
could
anything.
Just go. I guess we. No, I'm just saying like.
Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue.
I was gonna say Ghost in the Shell, but that's just like. Yeah,
That's
it's
very
just
normal
so.
as well.
Isn't it?
It's just so normy. And
Yeah.
also, I mean,
It's a great movie, but yeah.
I get. Well, yeah, it's a fantastic movie. But also, can I do Ghost in the Shell because it has.
The movie did come
oh.
first, didn't it?
No.
Well, the manga came first.
So Gits has a sequel for one.
Mm.
And for 2, it was based on the Ghost in the Shell manga, which goes on much longer and is about to get an anime actually. But yeah, it technically has a sequel. So,
but Ghost in the Shell, like it like everybody knows Ghost in the Shell. Like the movie itself is standalone. But it has a bunch of other spin-offs from the manga to. I mean, the manga came first, obviously, but there's like standalone complex.
There's a direct sequel to Ghost in the Shell.
Is that Arise?
No, it's Ghost in the Shell 2 Innocence.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah,
but a lot of people
the original is still like standalone.
If there is a movie called Your Pick: 2, it's ineligible.
Okay, all right. Wait, but the Uma Musume movie doesn't have that. It's a standalone movie.
That's not the only thing that makes a film ineligible, Tom.
Okay, all right, okay, fine.
I just think it's pretty inarguable that if there is a sequel that is just literally title of thing 2.
All right, okay. Akira? That's also a normie pick.
Yeah, Akira.
Oh, I've never seen Akira.
It is. Akira goes in the
Honestly,
same category
Not missing out.
as Evangelion and Lane for me. I hate it.
Ah, I see.
It is one of, if not the most technically important movies in animation history.
It absolutely is.
I love the use of the word technically, because you could mean technically as in like the technical prowess, or you could mean technically as in under a technicality. It is important.
No. I mean in the technical prowess of animation. It is, it is one of
remarkably
if not the
impressive.
most important movie. Yes. Even for 19 like
that
88.
just happens to be something that I don't care about all that much.
Yeah, it just so happens to be
Cyberpunk.
like almost kind of incomprehensible.
Yup.
Cyberpunk moment.
All right, so I know that we already said that K-pop Demon Hunters doesn't count, but can I make the case anyway in case it maybe convinces you?
It will not convince me. My criterion is it on Mal? But if it makes you feel better.
All the gods have decided.
It will make me feel better.
No, that is not what I was offering.
What?
I was gonna say if it makes you feel better, I will pledge to watch it. Because I haven't seen it yet.
You know, the more you talk about your criteria, the more I'm like, wow, Uma Musume like fits all your criteria. It's on Mal. It doesn't have a sequel.
Except that we specifically said for this one movie, like for movie night, it is a film that exists in and of itself. It does not come from another thing. It just is a movie.
Okay.
The movie was not begat from another series.
Yeah, this is not a branch of the tree of a franchise. It is the thing. Or it is the trunk of the tree of the franchise.
Okay. What if it's the reboot to the trunk of the tree of the franchise?
Ghost in the Shell 2, Ghostier in the Shells.
What if the movie is called Uma Musume, A New Era, indicating that it is now...
K-pop Demon Hunters 3, it's an anime. Alright, so our picks for technically this month's anime club. We have Cosmic Princess Kaguya, Ocean Waves, Belladonna of Sadness, Akira, and if I get a pick, it's Kiki's Delivery Service.
I have literally never heard of Cosmic Waves before.
Ocean Waves, yeah.
Do you mean Ocean Waves?
Or Ocean Waves, yeah.
Ocean Waves is directed by the same guy who directed Magical Angel, not Magical Angel, it was Magical Idol. It was Creamy Mommy, the fucking Magical Girl show. It's very important. But like, it's
I'm sorry, Creamy Mommy?
That's her name. Her name is Creamy Mommy. And she is an idol. She's like a
M-A-M-I. Okay.
16-year-old idol girl. Yeah, like Mommy from fucking Madoka.
From Madoka,
you know.
yeah.
Is it Kurimi or is it just straight up creamy?
I mean, like it's creamy, like the English word creamy.
Yeah, it's the English word creamy is in this title.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can
cool.
I'm sorry. Can I change my pick?
Sure.
Just because I don't want, because like I don't want it to just be like, oh, Akira's gonna win. Can I just change it to what the fuck is that movie called? Josie the Tiger and the Fish.
All right.
Can I
Oh,
change
that
it to
sounds
that?
neat.
Josie the Tiger.
Josie
and
the
Fish.
Tiger and the Fish.
It's that movie about the disabled girl in the wheelchair.
Josie,
I typed the word together.
Together.
I found
Josie
it. Oh, it's a Bones
Totora
movie? Okay.
Tosaka Natachi. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's two E's.
That's
Yeah,
I've
very
sent
technically
the
it's
list to
pronounced
chat.
Jose.
Jose?
Because this guy.
It's pronounced Jose.
Jose?
No.
Jose.
Jose?
No, it's not
Jose.
Jose.
But yeah, like Ocean Waves, it's just like it's a cute little coming of age drama about a pair of like it's like it's you know, it's like a coming of age drama sort of romance thing. It's like the thing that enchanted me about it that made me want to nominate it is it was playing in a ramen place that is near me, but with like subtitles in Japanese, and I could not hear the words, and they were
Nice.
definitely speaking in Japanese. So like I didn't know what anyone was saying, but just the expressions and just the way it's animated and the atmosphere and the expressions in their fucking faces, like the way that like their faces transform whenever they like are feeling something different. It's like it was enchanting to me, and so I need to nominate it.
Mhm.
Nice.
Kiki's Delivery Service is this film where there's a castle in the sky.
Oh, there's a castle in the sky?
Mhm.
Wow.
That was an ancient robot kingdom way back in the day.
I'm praying Cosmic Princess Kaguya has a chance. I don't think it does. But
I mean, it's recent, right?
it's very recent, as in this year.
Yeah,
don't
it's-
Yeah,
think
then
it
people
has
will
any
probably have a
right.
recency bias. They'll be like, hey, I don't want to risk having a bad time watching this, but I know that, you know, it's just like,
It's
I want
amazing
someone
that we
else
got
to have an
through
opinion for me.
this entire discussion talking about the moon, going to the moon so much without mentioning Kaguya one time.
That is crazy.
Especially
Well, I did
since
mention
that
Kaguya,
is
though.
like my favorite part of the hell is that show called? Love is War.
They go to the moon?
No, they don't
I
go to
guess
the
I
moon,
love
but they
War.
reference
No,
the
it's just-
myth of Princess Kaguya
Oh.
a lot.
Okay, so
right.
Cosmic
girl's
Princess
name is Kaguya.
Yeah.
is-
Well,
is
because like
a-
the thing
It's like
that was
Rocket
said that I love so much is that the main guy is talking about the myth of Princess Kaguya, and he says, yeah, there was this guy, a nobleman, who was in love with Kaguya, and she got sent to the moon to cure an illness of hers, I think. And he gets really
this-
sad about it, and kills himself because he was immortal, right?
Yeah.
He was immortal, and he gets really sad about not being with his love, and he kills himself. But if he had not killed himself and just waited and waited and waited, we get to the point where we can go to the moon. He just had to wait until 1969. And I think that that is so beautiful.
Please.
In such a tragic way.
Please, people who are listening, Cosmic Princess Kaguya, it's good.
Mm. Anyway, we've got our picks.
It references the story.
Really?
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Who would've
that
thought?
Cosmic Princess Kaguya would-
Surprisingly enough, it does.
I thought it was a Naruto spinoff. All right, everybody.
it's
Thank you
also
all for
really
coming to Anime Club this month. I'm Explanation Point. Make sure to vote in the poll. If you want to get in on these Discord calls yourself, you can go to patreon.com/explanation